Welcome back, my lovely dears, to a very belated session of the Western Chivalrics. When last we left off, it was not our chivalrous adventurer, but a bunch of Nordic holiday goers. This is mostly, it was within expectations that their adventures would be going past the Christmas and year break. What was not expected was my computer's graphics card dying, so that I couldn't DM because Roll20 when your DM uses more GPU than minimum settings. Elder Scrolls Online, as an example there. It would slowly cook my machine, and that would be bad. But I'm on a brand new rig, and it functions. Everything is cool, and I can DM again. Glorious, I know. When last we left off with our chivalrous adventurers, thanks for that. Sorry. With our chivalrous adventurers, we had a big Christmas break to enjoy.
Hey!
At which time Hallie got her big Hoofs Reach adventure.
Me.
Invited everybody over, and Mononara got her wings.
Ronnie got a girlfriend.
She did get a girlfriend. Which she initiated, much to Faunra's shock and horror, this innocent Benoy.
Just want to talk with her.
I just want to talk with her, says Faunra as she picks up her
this giant muscle move.
Just want to talk to her. I just want to talk to her. I just want to stab her. I just want to talk to her.
No, yeah. I would no. I don't want to. No,
I just want to scare her.
I just want to terrify her.
Well, I think you succeeded.
Yeah, she was justly terrified. Well, unjustly terrified, I guess. But that went fine. Other things also happened. Ariel's enchantment was fixed so that she went from tall back to small.
Enchantment?
Oh, that's right. You turned gigantic whenever you put your panties
huge.
on.
I was larg.
Oh, wait, you were larg, and now you're in charge.
It was the armor or something? It was the armor.
It was the armor. Bulwark of the giant.
Made you a giant. But now you are no longer giant. You can fit everywhere that you need to fit. Hooray.
Yeah.
As a player who played a large-sized character for over 100 sessions, it can be really inconvenient.
Yeah, it can be very frustrating.
Yeah. And after plenty of work by both Tristan and Morgan, Faunra's new sword has been completed. The Crusader Blade. This beautiful blade of brilliant copper, edged in living, unbreaking silver, carries with it a slight internal curve reminiscent of a reaping scythe. The balance is perfect, always swinging towards a foe. With the spirit's thirst for vengeance sated, and instead turned towards the need to destroy the forces of darkness, it has become an unerring beast. The effect requires attunement. It can never crit fail. Such results are treated as a 2 on the d20 attack roll. You can no longer throw this fucking weapon around. That's the most based power I've ever written.
Holy shit, that's such a good power.
Fuck all the rest of the power. The most important one is that you can't fucking whiff.
That is the best power. Never crit failing. Holy
Never
shit.
Throw your goddamn sword around. As I said, like, every fighter wishes they had that fucking power. Forget the other part, where it deals 2d6 extra radiant and 3d6 against chaotic evil shit. You also get some dark vision, which is pretty nice and handy. Although the light shedding capacity it had has shrunk down to just being dim light and 30.
Okay.
Yeah. You're the living the orb of life-bonded blades has now been turned into the orb of make your sword not miss too hard.
Lamau.
There you go. It is a beautiful piece of work. And it is as close to your description of the reaping scythe that was left by your time on the other side, let's say. Congratulations. It is a big shiny toy.
Let's see here. Let me just edit this stuff in.
Yeah, while you're doing that, where does the party meet up again to resume their adventures?
think the Dragon Hold is the closest place. That or
I
Ensport.
mean, it can be any hold really because we're going to be traveling by Treeport, I think.
Oh, that's right. You can
Mhm.
just trio port.
Yeah.
Oh, and
You'll need to
Oh.
meet in one place though to tree port from there unless Bob starts ripping blue lightning, which again we've already described as getting real unhealthy. That's definitely a forming habit.
yeah, but I've had like several months of not needing to do that.
True.
I mean, do you want to rip blue lightning? I mean, if you want to, you can if you want, I guess.
No, there's a fucking circle up there. I'm just kind of
Okay.
y'all.
Yes. All right. So you can all meet at Ensport, and Ensport's looking pretty good.
Oh right.
I have
So
a
Derek
question.
is back in working order.
I have a question. Do I still have the Orb of Life Bonded Blades effects, or
No, its new effects become the never crit fail, and it also took the place of the silver on your blade, so that it would not need to be re-edged. So, something happens as you get yourselves ready to go. Trist, you're just saying goodbye to the gang when there is an abrupt message. It appears in the form of about like a 2-foot tall crane bird. It is carrying with it a large book. It looks like this crane is struggling to carry it, and they drop it off in Tammy's hands. For the crane disapparates.
Friend of yours?
Tammy slowly shakes her head. Not any friend I know. Wouldn't know how they knew I'm here in the first place. She looks concerned at the book. Can you check it for magic? I don't want to open this and find out it's explosive runes. That would be a real fucked way for this campaign to end.
Yeah, I was just about to suggest that. Give it here.
Yes.
Take the book. Get a, safe 60 feet away from Hammy
The
and the
detonation
Hoslets.
zone.
Yeah,
Yep.
get them out of the splash zone. And,
Sure.
look it over.
Presumably one of your party members can death ward you.
Yeah.
Looks like Mona woke up on the wrong side of the bed again.
I just haven't moved tokens on all of the maps. That's just gonna keep happening.
Let's make that a 21.
Sure. So your flash of genius is a +5, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Alright. You do not detect any traps on this. You definitely detect magic on it, but it looks to be the kind of magic that keeps this thing, old as it is, from withering, breaking, and crumbling. There's also a lock on it. When you try and open it, it does not open for you.
Does the book have a title or anything?
Nope.
Interesting. Alright, looks safe enough, Tammy. I'm guessing this thing's only gonna open for you anyway.
Okay, if you're sure.
Sure as I can be. My guess is it's probably from your old man. Or one of his advisors.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that would make sense. Be one of the few people that could actually find you.
Well, don't keep us in suspense.
Okay. She opens the book effortlessly, as though there were not some kind of magic lock on it. And her eyes begin scanning a couple of the pages. Most of these look like they're blank. Apart from here. She scans back and forth into the middle and double checks before actually reading the passage. And you can see the expression on her face slowly change. It goes from curious to angry to horrified to concerned. And she leans back and slides the book over to you. I don't know what to think.
Well, what does it say?
Well, the title of this is The Tale of Tamarind, Eternus, and Spirits.
What? Is it actually telling the tale of your life?
Sort of. And you can read aloud to the party, Savin, unless you would like me to do so.
Jeez, what the this is so long.
Oh
Alright.
wow, this
Then,
is very
yeah,
long.
I shall do so. Life has never been easy. I thought myself a heroic young boy, found myself to be a dragon, and sought to end the darkness. For humans whose faces I no longer remember, their voices I can't recall them, and the scents I have long discarded. Already I have struggled with these losses, and an attempt made on my life stole a portion of my soul. Bringing back Lady Agriala ended up costing all I had regrown. I knew then that I was dying. If I could have died alongside her, I would have damned the world and let the end come. But she was doomed to pass away and burn out from the inside over the short course of a decade, leaving me alone long before then. I would end up forgetting her too. And so I took to a new work. Resurrection. Such a painful journey. It isn't meant to be possible. Awakening, reincarnation, resuscitation, sure. But a full-blown resurrection is meant for naught but the gods. All of the research I put in to figure out a solution was moot. Even the power of the gods themselves, resurrection can never work on those that have passed of age. I tried other ways to fill this gnawing hole, but no child of mine ever survived birth. I've given up too much of myself far too often. Constantly, I would stew in self-defeat, even as the people who made me king withered and died. I focused instead on revenge, on Velthramar. Him I could still remember. After a while, he was all I could remember. I already knew the Inspirus line proved the perfect amount of mutable, but its scion had ruined herself with undeath. Before this matter, however, she had a daughter, Creed Inspirus. She died, unfortunately, or as it would later prove, fortunately, long before the Shattering, as a child, before Velthramar near slew me, before her mother joined him. Creed. She passed not of natural causes, and I knew where she was buried. I knew of the fey taint in her blood. Perhaps she would slay Morgan as well, upon learning what she had become. A note to those who read this, never trust a bard not to fuck around wildly. Lady Creed tore into the world with her burgeoning divinity, until the shattering of the lance made her a full-blown deva. A deva! I lost any grip I might have had on her then, and she disappeared like dust in the wind. I suspect she resented me in part for tearing her from Hagen's grace. It was an unacceptable loss. The lance and my plans for progeny. I lost track of time. A long time. And then the sun died. I finally saw hope. A chance to take Hagen's place for myself. At least in part. Only to be beaten to the punch by some other, more aloof dragon. Gods, the resentment. I had forgotten what hope had tasted like until then, only to know a mouthful of ashes a year later. All would not be proven to be lost, at least. With the passing, or sleep, whatever, of Hagen, Creed became unsterile. I know no other word for it. Whatever protections she'd garnered from Hagen's extended to birth control, I suppose. She had a child with some other dragon, of course, bards, and brought the child to me, for the babe was sick, with Rongaminiad's power left dormant from some shard lost in her chest. And so I gained a daughter, Tamarind. I agreed to save her, and her presence for a time proved balm to a lifetime of lost memories. But she never trusted me. How could she? Part dragon, part divinity, there's no record of her mother, and only a passing resemblance to me. If I was supposed to be a great, powerful, and ancient dragon, how could I not just squash a puny vampire? I couldn't tell my new daughter I loved her still the same. I couldn't tell her that I was dying, a mere shell of my former self. I'd been cannibalizing my own strength to eke out extra years. I believe, still, in Hagen. I'm afraid that I'll die before he awakens, and the dragon sat in the sun will not be able to find the scraps of my remaining soul, that I will experience true nothingness. Then Tammy ran away. Well, fine. If I grew up as a mortal, and brought together the people, and rose up to face the darkness, why not the scion of Aggie's line? Why not the lost child of Morgan? Why not a druid who faced their destiny? Why not a heroic, just and true zealot? Why not a cat who's never stopped running? And why not a damned good moo? I want them to find her, and to help her, and to know that Velthramar is dead before my final day is done. If I will cease to be, then I will know him as dead as my legacy. I never had a portrait of Tammy made, so I've already forgotten her face. That bothers me more than it should. I met some of those heroes again. I walked among them. I felt alive for a few days, at least. A lady, Astra, came to me and reminded me of my lost confidant, a man who loved me. What in Hagen's name can I tell her? That I forgot him too? No, far better callous than weak. Darkness is creeping north towards my home, and I have not the strength to protect it. I am getting sicker by the day. I hide it with simple illusion, but the Council of Minds are plotting amongst themselves. I know they suspect me, and that at least 2 in my closest confidants are working for Velthramar. They hide weapons from me and technology from my people. Tamarind must return before I make the last decision. I have expunged my council. The traitors caught the only way they could be. I executed everyone whose innocence could not be proven. A damnably large list, but at least I've slowed down the approach of the obelisk. There are references to this, to the teeth of Ceres, but I have no idea what or where they are, only that they could spell our doom. A dragon, of such glorious immensity that I could only watch in awe from a scrying orb. Usually the view is far too faint, held back and away from the land and beyond the boundaries of Velthramar's scrying protection. But even then I saw her. Like a glorious bolt of Residium rage, she reached down into that disgusting Lich's tower and knocked the whole thing down while near 40 ballistae failed to pierce her scales. The bolts never even touched her, and came crashing down on their camp seconds later as the tower toppled. And then she was gone. A small joy for me in my final moments, to take with me to oblivion. If I wait any longer, there will be no hope of an afterlife at all. I'm too weak even to send a final fuck you to Velthramar, not to mention such an endeavor would simply grace him with fresh weapons and armor and blood. Instead, those I leave to Tamarind, to divvy out among the adventurers whose name I already forget, for in my foolishness wrote them down only by their identities. Find my body at King's Rest. Long live Queen Tamarind Eternus Inspiris, an angel of valor and a ghost of the past.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck, the
He's-
king's dead.
He's gone?
Amy awkwardly leans back. Yeah, I think so, and... I mean, I know where King's Rest is. It was a holiday home.
We need to head there then.
Yeah,
Mm,
Uh,
Jeez.
there's a lot to unpack there.
I can't believe he's
God,
gone.
sorry for your loss.
Hmm. If I hadn't read this, I don't think I'd miss him, but I had no idea he was suffering that much. Or that
Was
he
he really
actually
not?
cared.
Really not? He is your father after all. Even if he's not your birth father.
He wasn't much a father to me. He always seemed very disconnected and... Well, I guess there is a reason for that.
But to think that he's been dying all this time.
Yeah.
I guess we knew, didn't we? And there wasn't much
Mm,
left of him.
I had a hunch, sure, but it's... Well, apparently there hasn't been much left of him for a very long time.
Didn't think we were at the end. Guess I'll reach over and just put a hand on Tammy's shoulder.
She'll reach up and give it a squeeze. I guess I'm glad to know that he wasn't just going insane and murdering everyone for no reason. Or at least he thinks he has a reason. Maybe it was wrong. I don't know how much of this I can trust, but it's an old book. Looks like he wiped out most of the pages and just left these.
Do you think there's any way to restore what was wiped out?
I don't know.
Well, if it was written, is it written with the quill?
Impossible to say what it was written with. Presumably it was written with magic or, like, transcribed to some magical device. Because, you know, he's a big fucking dragon.
Well, he was a big fucking dragon, but
The idea
No,
of shrinking
but-
down just to write in a diary seems more inconvenient than just, you know, being rich enough to buy a diary that writes itself for you.
okay, no. If it was written by physical means, there should be like very tiny scrapes to it.
Nope, it is completely perfect, so you don't know the tool, but can assume magic.
Very well.
We
Yes,
should head to King's Rest. Let's not dawdle.
Sure,
Yes.
I was gonna travel with the others, but I think I'm gonna tell them to hold tight until we're done there.
So I'm gonna be honest. If your old man's dead, you were probably not the first to know. Other people might be heading there too. We should go in force.
Yes.
Bring the whole gang?
Yes.
I believe
Okay. I'll go tell everyone. It might be a few minutes or an hour.
And take your time. We've got to get packed up for a different journey than we were expecting anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I'll show you where King's Rest is. And it has actually always been on the map. It was always possible to accidentally come across Tammy's old holiday home. And you came close, like at multiple points.
Yeah.
Yep,
Just keep it on
It-
the map. My internet's gonna be coming back here in a minute. I'll be able to see it.
sure. It is
Right next to Talon.
right next to Talon Rest.
Oh.
You could have bumped into their holiday home. It's not a long journey. I guess we could go there from Talon Rest.
Yeah, Treeport would cut
There's
down the
no-
time.
Yeah, I've seen some of the out of areas flying around.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not going to let
That's
you pick
close.
just like random adjacent hexes. You'll have to pick Talonrest itself. Memory can only be so good. That'll be Ariel popping back on Ariel Internet, I think.
Very
Welcome
well.
back.
There we go. Now I'm back on the actual computer and everything. Where are we at? Where on the map? Talonrest? Where is this? Where am I looking?
It is 2 squares west of Talonrest, which is between the Hairhold and Holosha.
Ah, okay, I see. I see.
Yeah, you nearly bumped into it. Like at one point, you could have. At one point, you were in Talonrest and were like, "We could go to the mines," and you were like, "We don't need to go to the mines." And I thought, "Yes, right. You don't need to go to the mines.
That's
You have
right.
no
we don't
reason to
need-
want to go there at all. There is no reason." And so then you didn't bump into King's Rest.
Yeah, I mean, there was no reason to go to the mines.
I mean, it's not like what the fuck would we have done at King's Rest anyway? Just get turned away at the gate?
Probably, yeah.
So yeah, nothing.
Ask for
nothing lost
directions
there.
to where we're actually supposed to be going, I guess. If we had just bumbled into it, like, where are we? Do you know how to get to Bliss Place?
yeah. It'll be like, "Oh, you've turned east at the wrong point. Oh, sorry, west at the wrong point. South and out to get to the Westmark mines. Have a good day." Thick. Shuts door in face.
And
We
tell me
took
as
a
well.
wrong turn at Albuquerque. Go southwest.
It probably means nothing to you, but I swore an oath to your father to serve these lands, and as you are queen apparent now, I shall swear the same oath to you. Whatever you have need of me, be it sword or shield, you'll have my arm.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Faunra will, seeing Ariel do that, Faunra will also.
Bob already has Faunra's arm.
No, that arm got turned into fertilizer, I think.
Yes, you did actually have that chucked into the winery, the vineyard.
No, it's actually buried in the grove.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
that's
I-
right.
I gave
Because
it to-
we're gonna grow a Faunra tree. It's gonna have hands in it. It's gonna look real Kingdom Death Monster.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just
Fucked up.
all of the branches are just arms. Each of them are holding a fucking sword. And then I just awaken the tree, and it goes on a fucking crusade.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to write the Thresher, the Thresher tree in now.
The Thresher tree. Faunra will kneel before Tammy and will take the sword off, take her sheath great sword off of her back, and will hold it up to Tammy.
Oh wow, that is a really nice sword.
I must do the same. I will pledge myself to my new queen.
Oh god, I'm a queen. Just rests her, like steeples her fingers against her face. Oh shit.
And wait
Well-
till you get you back to King's Seat. You have to actually, govern.
I refuse. I would rather fight the ancient darkness, thank you.
Too bad.
It's
Fuck,
It isn't
what?
necessary
It's
to
sort of-
defeat the ancient darkness, yes.
Hedrah?
just saying, it's sort of a bittersweet 18th birthday present.
Yeah, just a bit. Also, Savin, your mic is coming through a little bit fuzzy and whispery.
Nothing
Just
I can do
because
about
he has the
that.
RTX,
Yeah,
he has the RTX up.
sure. You might need to turn on, what is it, crisp in the audio settings on Discord. It's crisp spelt with a K because they're cool.
Where the fuck is that?
User settings, voice and video, somewhere down at the bottom, noise suppression, click on crisp.
Yeah, it's on.
Weird. It wasn't being very crispy. Okay. Yeah, most people had the measure of the man wrong. That thing there had been written for a while. I just occasionally updated it when you guys did a thing.
I mean, I always believed in the king.
Yeah! Congratulations, you have been vindicated.
I
It turns
didn't
out
believe
your
in the
king...
and I have not changed my mind in the slightest.
Yeah, no, I mean, he was still a dickhead. He just, was mostly a dickhead because he couldn't fucking remember any of the things that make a human human. Like, he couldn't remember any of the mortality or emotional stuff that you need in
Yeah,
order to be a just and kind ruler.
I'm sorry, our king had was going senile, basically.
Yeah, no, he had advanced soul Alzheimer's. It was not pleasant for him.
King could have
Yeah.
abdicated at any time.
Yeah, he could
Could
have.
he, though?
Yeah.
But he also couldn't. Yeah, it would be one of those things like, oh, and now the forces of darkness are gone. The king is dead. Like they probably did not know that the ancient gold dragon was so weak that he wouldn't have been able to swat away a fight that came to his doorstep.
No, I was still right about the whole fucking eugenics project.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda.
yeah, you were.
Yeah.
He needed to go looking for a mutable heir, but he couldn't make his own, so he went about resurrecting Creed because she had good genes. And then she fucked off because she's a bard.
He
Goddamn
picked the
bards.
wrong genes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a
Well-
lot of bard in them genes. And then he's like,
Yeah.
Tammy, wonderful. She's a bard.
Goddamn bar.
Goddamn bards.
He needed a
Every
paladin
time.
Literally, she snuck away to go adventure instead.
twice in a
And the only
row.
reason and the only reason why Creed actually fucked up, fucked up stuff because Creed met a bunch of fucking retards out in the fucking woods acting as a spearhead.
Yeah, basically, she just joined up with Adonis because he was a cool dude.
He was a cool dude.
He was a really cool dude. And his death was very anime. Yeah,
My
yeah.
son has a lot to live up to with that name.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So,
Trist,
What?
just there we go. Just hands over 2 scrolls. Enjoy those.
Just roll them out. What is?
Those are 2 scrolls of Fire Shield.
Ooh, spicy. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, I
Spicy
figured
shield.
since I figured you keep getting like micro slapped around, figured like gets a little bit of protection.
Hey,
Confirm Fire Shield is a very good spell.
listen. Faunra and Ariel have been taking the brunt lately. I mostly just stab away.
Well, they can't cast this, so.
Hmm.
And I can't cast it on others, so. And Ariel can already do it because of
Huh?
her
No, I
magical
can't.
stuff. Our character, yes, you have. You have a magical thing that allows you to cast Fire Shield on yourself like once a
No,
day.
that is Faunra.
What
Is
about
that Faunra?
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh wait, is that? Oh yeah, it is Faunra that has it. Okay, never
What
mind.
about Faunra?
Course correction, the names. So
What?
Faunra can cast Fire Shield on herself like once
Yeah.
a day.
Oh yeah, my armor can do that.
And sadly, I couldn't make another of those saddles because I have to go around and collect all those bits and pieces again. Sorry about that, Hallie. Man's very sleepy. Yep. I think fucking Stray passed out.
Oh, Stray. Oh no. Oh, I know she's right there.
Oh, there you go. Hi, good morning. You doing okay there?
I'm
Just
guessing
gives-
she's caught. Yes, she has caught the sickie from her household.
Give Stray.
Oh. Okay, don't worry. We'll get it when you come back.
Yep.
So I do have a lot of. I've been just just open the bag. It's like a bunch of fucking scrolls. I went and started to prep a lot of useful scrolls that I figured could be useful. So instead of just expanding spell slots, might as well just use this in emergencies. And for everyone's notation, those are I have given 2 scrolls of Fire Shield level 5 to. Well, that doesn't matter because you can't upcast it. You don't get any effect, but it doesn't matter. So
You also can't
2
upcast
scrolls.
from a scroll anyway.
You can cast it at higher. No, if you scribe it at a certain level, you'll get that effect.
Yeah, if you scribe it though, I'm just saying like you can't upcast from scrolls anyway.
Yeah, I know, but Fire Shield is a level 4, and I wrote level 5, but there's only price difference.
Okay.
But so people know, I have 2 Moonbeams, level 5. I have 3 Mass Cure Wounds, level 5. 1 Wall of Stone, level 5. 2 Cold Lightnings, level 5. And 1 Blight, level 5.
Handy.
It's quite useful, which
It's got a
frees
bunch
up
of
a lot.
utility stuff.
Yeah, you guys regularly buy out the holds. They're like, we can't sell more to you.
You're on rations, you bastards.
I mean, I try not to buy more than a few at a time, really.
Yeah, but I didn't buy these. I just scribed
Yeah, I
them
know.
out. So
While
figured it'd come useful.
Tammy's having a chat with her parents,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to Morgan real quick, because I have just had a horrible realization that I hope I'm not correct on, but I think I am.
All right, go for it.
Oh shit, the grave.
No, worse than that. Mom, you're an expert in matters of the soul, at least compared to anyone here.
Yes.
The king's problem, the soul wasting away thing.
Yes, he couldn't have a child because he gave himself away twice, which
Yeah.
you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, so that kills the soul, right?
Basically, yeah.
What happens to, say, an, I don't know, incredibly powerful gold dragon when its soul dies? Does the body die?
I
Or
don't
when the
know.
king says we need to go collect his body, are we gonna go there and find a Dracolich?
Oh, no, if he doesn't have a soul, then he can't animate his bones. At best, you'd find a particularly angry, like, animated skeleton. I'd be more worried about whatever guards King's Rest.
Right. Yeah, just having to put down Tammy's dad again,
Yeah,
that's...
that would be pretty dark. No, I suspect that he may have been an asshole, but wasn't a stupid asshole.
I mean, what's he gonna do if losing a soul doesn't actually kill his flesh? Kill himself?
I think he probably went there and finished himself off instead of let his soul decay the rest of the way. Otherwise, as he says, he probably wouldn't get to the afterlife at all, right?
Maybe.
It's an assumption, but I don't think Dracolich is a worry. Maybe a particularly awkward animated skeleton killing.
Yeah. Alright, that's good. You knew him best, so... take your word for it.
It isn't saying much, I admit. I haven't known him for a particularly long time.
Well, it's better than anyone else here, or possibly anywhere except Veld.
Also true, to be fair. A shame, those two were always best when they were, rivals.
Tris was absolutely expecting something else to come out of her mouth there. Tiny.
She definitely averted.
Yeah. Just abort, abort, abort.
Yeah, she definitely pulled out and like, it's a shame he sure knew how to fuck a mouth.
Right. Alright. Well, are you going to be alright here on your own?
Yes, I should be. Should I be waiting for you to deliver me a big dragon corpse on a cart?
I have no idea. Maybe. Well, that seems incredibly grim. I don't really want to put you through that.
Oh, I don't mind. As I say, I haven't known him for a long time. And apparently when he took my daughter, he was doing so with the full knowledge that she'd be compelled to kill me, so mostly he can go fucking sit on one. He took my baby. It doesn't matter that we've gotten a lovely family and Tammy out of this, he still took my baby. And I don't really feel like ever forgiving him. But I will happily turn him into a sweet suit of armor, or some kind of lance or barding.
Well, I think Tammy has first dibs on anything, so...
Ah, of course, a big magical crown.
Actually, yeah. Oh, that's grim as hell, but yeah.
It's metal as fuck. I might have to
The-
talk her into it though.
Daddy's skull crown.
I'm probably gonna avoid the skull
horns.
motif.
Just the horn, the
Just
golden horns.
Yeah, the horns.
Honestly,
That's-
not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better.
He had a lot of them.
Alright. Well,
You could make a pretty
Really?
great shield out of some ancient gold dragon scales.
For sure. Could make a lot of things out of him. I guess I'm gonna have to go pull out my old dragon crafting books again.
Yes.
Neat.
Do that. As grim as it is to use our king's corpse in such a way.
Oh, I think it's
Apparently,
exciting.
he
I
literally
believe
wants it.
in recycling.
I know. I understand it. It doesn't make it any less grim or make me any more comfortable with it.
No, I understand the reservation.
Morgan will just simply smile sweetly. She will not announce "fuck that bitch" out loud, but you know what she's thinking.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know what she's thinking, and I understand it.
Well,
I mean,
give
still my king though, and I swore
Yeah.
oath of fealty
Yeah.
too.
It is true.
Not
Give
anymore. You
Mom a
just
smooch on the
swore to someone
forehead.
else.
tell her.
Well, yeah, he's died, and now I've passed my fealty on to the next queen, who is his heir. So
Yep. The king is dead. Now you can talk smack on him. I hated his stupid face.
I'm going to give Mom a smooch on the forehead and tell her to take care of the girls for me while I'm gone.
It would be my
Um,
pleasure.
I guess get our shit ready to go.
Okay, what do you want, Bob?
Their soul.
Aw.
No, Bob was apologizing to Hallie of not being able to make her one of those, one of the Cavalier saddle for Mononara, because Bob hasn't been able to, go out and take pieces from various saddles or from like hundreds of knights' steeds.
It's fine. If I fall off, Mona will catch me.
Look at the giant armored cows, like,
What happened to Mona?
Huh?
she
Where
is
is Mona?
looking
He's right there.
remarkably.
What? What do you mean? What?
It's Mona.
Yeah. She's not a helper's anymore.
When did that happen?
When we were at my house.
What?
Yeah.
I thought she just wandered off.
No,
She
she turned.
came back after you left.
She turned back into a Pegasus and then
How does that happen?
How's that happen, actually?
unicorn penis.
What?
Did you guys
It
miss
did-
this whole like thing?
There was a unicorn? Oh,
Yeah, Mom found one for her.
what?
We've been over
Aw.
this a bunch of times. It was a whole thing. Did you miss it?
Yes.
Laura, what were you doing?
Not
How
not
was-
seeing the unicorn, that's for sure.
How how heavy of a sleeper are you?
She might have been talking to her sister.
I mean,
To be
It's
admittedly,
fair,
I don't
alright
think
the
you.
unicorn-
I
the
think
I
it
don't
was
think
a
you
magical
invited like
moment.
the party to go watch unicorn fucking.
I
Yeah,
know,
no,
we didn't go
distinctly
witness
did
the
not.
event. What the hell? Who does that?
Morgan will smirk. The unicorn turned up, fucked, and left, I'm afraid.
And it's still a horse.
I would have liked to have seen the unicorn.
Aw.
And now Mona
Even,
is a
even if he
Pegasus.
turned out to be a
again?
jerk.
I mean, unicorns are jerks. They don't like people who aren't virgins.
And Mona turned into a Pegasus again. And she's smarter than me. Haven't been
Say,
able to beat her at Dragon Chess.
Oh no, your horse is just gonna constantly kick your shit in at chess.
Say,
Yeah, I have an intelligence of
after
8. Pegasus have intelligence of 10.
I mean,
after we make our stops at King Rest and bring her back, I think we should head to Agriel's grave once more.
Yeah, if he powered whatever the wards were on there,
Yeah, who was responsible for those wards? I don't think it was Morgan.
probably the king himself. I don't know if him being dead ends that enchantment. It was probably just an incredibly expensive enchantment at the time. He would have still been powerful around the time poor Aggie passed away.
It's still worth double checking just to make sure.
I can just ask one of the people still in the Heart Grove to take a look.
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose that works.
They're still unfortunately stuck there for, I think, another couple of months before they can, return to humanity and their families, which is sad and unfortunate. But I did pay them a visit earlier.
That's
I
nice.
just don't want Velthamar to suddenly be able to get to there and do something with her.
Very true.
I have a slight question that made me think about the whole Dryad part.
Yes.
The Dryad is a separate entity. It's a sentient, fully cognitive entity, right?
In its own way, yes. It were made an agreement to guard my grave that was put in place as a contract by Velthramar, which is now null and void because I'm not in there to, protect.
Okay, no, but the Dryad itself, the Dryad person here is sapient, intelligent, full kind, and all that stuff, correct?
Of course, yes, she's a person.
Can we just awaken their tree so they could just pal around?
No. The tree is awake, it just doesn't, they just aren't ambulatory. All dryad trees are alive, awake, and sentient. They're an extension of the dryad.
I think Bob's asking, or can Bob make it ambulatory and just get the dryad away from that shitty place?
Possibly. I'm not a druid specialist, unfortunately.
Yeah, I got some ancient druid texts I can go through, but it just spitballing ideas to see if it was,
She
At
shrugs. Maybe. I wouldn't know. I've never seen it attempted.
That's
The tree
I guess
itself was
most-
already alive. I just don't know how they become ambulatory if they're already technically awake.
Yeah, I have to consult some of the books. No, I just figured it's like if it can become like an actual, awakened tree, like shrub tree, like and grow with the dryad. So it should always have it should doesn't need to be stuck in one place, can actually go out and see.
I guess so. Anyway, good luck, you guys.
Yes.
Yes.
And I will have the grave checked on in the meantime.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go scoop up Tammy and get out of here. Love you, Mom.
Love you too, sweetie.
Bye, Morgan.
Love you too, Moo.
Suspicious squint.
Hey.
It's a
Alex?
fair suspicious squint to
It's a
have.
very fair suspicious squint to have.
And then Jessie flashes at the finger pistols, and she'll flash them back.
I mean, that one we already knew basically happened.
Oh yeah, for sure. Jessie
That
will sigh.
wasn't-
It's a real shame that she's too big to fuck at the moment. But, you know, she still knows how to do other things.
That wasn't her Christmas present.
Anyway.
Hey, you
Moving
fucked
on.
my mom.
Yeah, I know. I also don't bring it up every chance I fucking get.
Well, maybe you should try it more. Get a little bit of dose of...
Why? That's
I don't know.
uncouth.
You're right. I should probably stop, but it doesn't help that, you know, your mom is like right there and being the most attractive person in the world.
Oh, that's actually really sweet.
Jessie just starts patting her pockets looking for couth. Nope, can't find any.
It just
Okay.
Pat, Jesse, it's okay that you're developing feelings like emotional relationship attachments either to his mother.
Joe? Jessie shrugs. Alright, and the party can, as a group, make their way down to King's Rest.
Were we at Ensport? Where were we?
Yes,
we were
you're
at
at
Ensport.
Ensport.
Tristan, who was the? You've got a lot of new people hanging around your town.
Yep. Is there someone who caught your mind?
Well, there was this one of those. What are they called? Hanging around you.
You gotta be a little more specific, Honor.
I think
There's
they're the
so many
Northerners.
Oh, they're Northerners? What
In
about them?
the Foxhounds?
That's them. What's their deal?
Apparently there's some sort of holy bloodline from the far north touched by Hagen. All ladies, except one, apparently.
Except for one.
I sent them
Oh,
on
yes, he was a trans boy.
I sent them on an errand through the South Sea to go gather up some Elysian portal fragments.
Oh.
Ah,
You would have gotten a sending near the end of the season saying that they have successfully gathered them. Turns out it's more than fragments. It's like whole crates of shit. So they'll be moving that up to you over the course of like spring.
And they also hand
Tristan's
over
not
the
gonna say that,
anti-velt poison.
Whoa. They didn't need to move over the spring because Bob was already cast a mofo, remember?
They were looking for excuses to take their time. They're on holiday.
Yeah.
Is that where you got the new sword in your giant bag?
Yeah, actually, I traded one of them for some materials.
You have a new sword?
Ugh.
Another new sword?
Yes. Hold on. Tristan will take the caddy
You're
bag
becoming
off
quite
of
the collector.
Cass's flank. There we go. This is some sort of anti-undead greatsword. It's pretty swaggy.
Oh,
Did
wow.
they find anything?
Oh, that is really interesting.
Did they find
Anti-undead,
anything
you say?
else useful against undead or undead dragons?
Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to do a proper inventory when they get back.
And clearly they just want to show off the Canoptic special.
Special.
But yeah, you guys actually have to get a trained poisoner to go over that new
I am
special
a trained
poison.
poisoner. I trained poison over the winter specifically for that because we went, yeah, we
Sweet.
need this.
Oh, of course. Then yeah, let me give you the stats.
You also need to actually acquire the thing.
That is true.
Bob literally treeported down to the Castle Mofu to get this sort of stuff.
Again, they're still taking their sweet time because they're on holiday. They're just a bunch of mercenaries.
They're
No,
gonna
Bob-
take 100 fucking days to complete this shit.
They move one brick 5 feet every day.
They could have
It's
at
a
least just
government
handed
job
over the.
now.
They could have just handed over the poison at least. Like that's just like a vial.
Yeah.
They move
but
the
here's thing.
vial 2 feet every day.
give me,
actually-
fucking shut up. Give me a d20.
Sure. 12.
All right, you have the poison, and they'll have the boxes to you soon. They actually have hitched up with a caravan that is on its way to Inspiris
Nice.
with family members, like, so that Kiri and Co can go see the North again because they've been away from home for years.
Like I have no problem with them doing their holiday stuff or whatever. Just give us like the actual thing we needed.
Anyway. So what do we find
So,
at
yes.
King's Rest?
Yeah, King's Rest.
Give me a travel check because you get
Shit.
to Talon's Rest and then you have to go 2 days to King's Rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking, what did I do for travel? I don't even remember. It's been so
I
long.
was the scout, I think.
You were the athletics person, yes.
Like, absolutely balling out of control athletic skill.
It was out of control. Ah, you are out of control.
Discovery!
Yay!
Well,
Shit.
There we go.
Oh,
We're finding
boy.
King's Rest today.
See, I
Bump
told
in
you
the
I
road.
told you it's balling out of control. Jeez.
We're off to a good start there, Kina. Goddamn. Okay, so we're doing a cooking roll then.
Quartermaster, but yeah.
Okay, yep.
Oof.
This is not the mountains, so don't worry.
I still don't think it's quite. I mean, it might be high enough. Probably not high enough to do cooking though.
The cooking roll doesn't turn up anything particularly special. Sorry, the quartermastery doesn't show up anything particularly special, but it's not a difficult journey. However, it is an eventful journey as your party comes across an old hill that seems to emanate consecration.
Okay.
A burial mound?
Seems to be.
Yeah, I was
there-
wondering how long it'd take us to find Draugr.
Is there any visible entrance to it, or?
Yeah, it looks like time has buried whatever entrance this mound might have had. It's probably one of the classic ones with a vaulted entryway that you walk into a set ring with remains within, as opposed to just a hill with corpses in it. Yeah, but that structure has grown over in the interim years. You might have to do some digging to find the entrance. You can give me survival tests to try and find out where it might have been. It's bound to be shallower wherever an entrance would be in the side of a hill.
I can turn into a giant badger and start digging. Because I have burrow.
All right, yeah, go for it. And then yeah, give me your survival with advantage. Everyone's welcome to do it.
Okay.
Survive.
Yeah. Well, nope.
Survival, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Looks like between you guys, Ariel, you're clearly thinking about other shit. But Faunra, at 23, and Bob, at 25, you are able to turn up the entrance. And it doesn't take you long to find it as you circumnavigate the hill. There is a section where it looks like, animals have been using the area as a burrow, and there's a much clearer spot which would hint at there being like a little bit of a draft on the inside. And then as for the digging, athletics, people. Again, advantage for Bob, you have a dig speed as a badger.
Faunra is going to shift into a giant bunny rabbit.
Benoy! Alright, yeah, you also have advantage. Remember, Benoy, you do not
Well-
just start vibrating when you TF now.
Do I get
Ah.
advantage for using a shovel?
Sure, yeah. You have digging tools.
sure, I'll also take out some tools. Ugh. Mighty.
Well, a 4.
God, your athletics is balling out of control. It's a plus 16.
I have, yeah.
You're a big, strong lady.
I am hilariously strong. Do I have expertise in that? I have
Yes, you
expertise
do.
in
Yeah.
it, and I have that belt of cloud giant strength.
I'd be more shocked if you didn't have expertise.
Yeah.
I
It's
do
the only
exercises
exercise
every
Barbarian
day.
ever, yeah.
I never
the-
miss my
Kina-
exercises.
It's true.
You don't even need a fucking shovel. You just grab a shield and start scooping massive chunks.
Turned into a Benoy and just heaved up the earth. The others, actually applause a bit at the sheer quantity of dirt that this Benoy can move. Until you reveal the inside. It appears to be a classic, Stonehenge style, 3 stones making up an archway to the internal.
Okay. Is there any wording on what we find here, or?
Well, you're still looking at the entrance.
Yeah, but
There is a huge party of you here. So, I mean, there's a lot of people all crowding in. Basically every single one of you has enough wanderlust to be like, I want to look inside it.
yeah, but I mean, sometimes entrances even have wording on them. So
Oh, that is true, but the actual one, probably not. It's been buried for a long ass time. If it did have anything written on the external of the arch, time has taken that away from it. Maybe
Okay.
on the inside you'll find labeling and stuff that's been left untouched, but it also smells a lot like animals have been using this place as a habitat for a hot minute.
okay.
Also, this is written up.
Nice. Holy shit, let's see this here. 10d8 to undead. Stuns the target for draconic and it weakens them.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Even if they save it,
that's
dazes them.
super poison.
Yep. However, the creation of this potion, the failure at least, requires a 500-year incubation time or the wish spell.
Oh,
Oh boy.
This is what does that mean?
it means it takes 500 years to fucking craft this shit.
Oh,
Well, no,
So
it
we
takes
get,
it
we
probably
get
takes,
one shot with it.
It takes 5 hours to craft it, and then it has to sit in a unchanging tomb for 500 years.
No,
Oh.
it has to age for 500 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or incubate, because you don't know what's in it, and I use the word incubation on purpose.
Gnarly.
One shot with this when we do actually use it. Oh boy.
Yeah, imagine if you get a fucking crit for it.
Oh yeah.
You can give me a poisonous test to see if you learn anything else about it.
Okay. Poisoner's kit. Does anyone have inspiration they want to spend on learning anything about this poison?
I do not. Let's.
I'll
Do you
throw a
want
flash
an
of
enhanced
genius on you.
ability?
Do I want
Yeah,
what,
seems
Hedrah?
like-
You want advantage.
I'll enhance ability.
Ah,
Yeah,
of course.
yes. Yes, that'd be
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very good.
Enhancer,
Alright.
int, and flash of genius.
Oh, it's an int for
It's this
abilities, okay.
poisonous kit int. You're trying to
Yeah.
do the doctor.
I just
Dr.
usually have it
Laboratory
set to
on
like dexterity for stuff.
Oh, of course, yeah, for the actual application. Unfortunately, you're doing all brainium right now.
Well, that's a lot less, but okay.
All right, so
21?
26. Yep, 26.
Yep, 26.
You find out that this poison isn't just like, plants and ichor. There appears to be some kind of living bacteria in it. If you can find the origin of that bacteria, you might be able to find some more of this special, or at least some modicum of the special substance used that appears to do so much damage to, like, undead created creatures. It's definitely a strange one.
Huh. Okay then.
This potion is apparently a quote-unquote living thing. Like, the bacteria within are not dead. They have just sat there doing their thing for 500 years and becoming an incredibly dense colony.
I just have the T virus ready to unleash.
It is a lot like T-virus, yes.
You know what we could do?
It is the T vaccine.
We could ask the fucking bard with legend lore.
I don't know that she can legend lore the bacteria inside a 500-year-old flask.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't,
she
I
could.
don't think that works.
It says that you can get the information on pretty much anything.
It can.
But
It's
guess
just
what?
that it's just outlandish, and she just doesn't have the context for that information. Like, bacteria is like that's a tough ask as far as understanding anything anyway. As far as
Where's the source?
she I don't think she can turn it up. It's just impossible for her to say. The source may have changed or anything like that. When she legend laws it, the source would probably be collected by ancient elves. And she'd be like, I don't know where from. I can tell you it was collected. Great.
That is more than fine.
Yeah.
So, inside the tomb.
Indeed. Within the tomb. The tomb juice. You find that there are a series of old classic stone sarcophagi. Most of these two have been, poked into by animals or weathered and scratched open. Although this place is consecrated, it clearly wasn't animal-proof because it's a natural stone structure that's incredibly fucking old. You are still capable of turning the place over, though, at the very least. So I need to move raiders on the map.
Eat the canoptic jerky.
The canoptic jerky. So yeah, you can look over the tomb here. These as well are weathered, but there is at least evidence of a coat of arms on here.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, rip mummy dust. Become unponderable.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Kina, that's the actually worst part because when mummies were discovered, it was fashionable to walk around with a piece of mummy flesh and consume it for health benefits. Like take a
They
bite
used
of
to
it.
snort powdered mummy.
Health fads.
Are we able to discern like the coat of arms, like what is the proto symbol for
Yeah,
places?
give me a history check.
Sure.
Okay.
With an 18, you're pretty sure that the at least one of the origin symbols on this coat is some Western faction. Like it would be like looking at a coat of arms and being like, oh, there's the part of it that says this knight was Welsh. Like it is a definitively Western facet to those of us outside of the chivalrics. This would actually be very similar to the symbol that would eventually become the Wolf Knights of Kaelin's Bell.
Any chance I get a little bit more on a 27?
Yeah, you're from the jungle. You recognize part of this as the Wolf Knights of Kaelin's Bell.
Oh.
Okay.
They were ancient elven knights. They used to be part of an errantry group that traveled far into the jungles before, well, essentially becoming separate from their noble lord. When they arrived in the jungle, they found a great need for their services in a place so disparate and dangerous, and so remained, becoming an official knight order instead of a group of landed errants. So far as you're aware, they ride gigantic jungle wolves, who are big, smart, fey creatures, and they are mostly an elven or half-elven sect because the wolves are incredibly long-lived, and so having mortal, non-ageless races is really depressing because the wolves get bonded and then die of sad when their owners go away.
Oh.
Thankfully, that doesn't tend to happen. You said they're mostly, powerful elves. So many of you hear just Taji go, blah, 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 puppies, muscle elves. That's all you really need to know.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything to be gotten here from the tombs?
An animate mummy hand that gives high fives.
Ah, the thing. Snap, snap.
It's just thing.
And-
The thing is something different.
Yeah, right, thing.
Yeah, when you're
Yes,
looking over the bodies themselves, most of them are wearing old heraldric gear that is rusted over and worn on the inside of these cracked open graves. The remains have been long since consumed, nommed. However, at least one person must have been wearing a magical item because it's still intact. It still definitely needs a wash, but it appears to be some. Yeah, prestidigitation. It gets the surface grime off, but this thing needs a real good fucking soap and scrub. And say it's been hundreds of years of being just shitting by mice.
Yeah, of course. But
So what is it?
It appears to be a hood in the style of a wolf's head.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Very cool.
We can easily
Everyone
take the
just keeps
time
it away
to-
from Kina, so it doesn't,
It doesn't transform them into a wolf person.
We can easily take the time to identify what it do.
Yeah.
Good question. Let me pull her up. I had this on my list, but I didn't actually write what that do.
But
Cool wolf hat?
I
Question mark.
Mm-hmm.
I can clean this very easily. I get out a bit of soap, and I use cheap water to make a ball and just keep spinning it inside to wash it nice and clean.
Okay. You cast Identify.
Sure.
This appears to be the Hellhound Hood. As an
Everyone
action,
just
you can,
fucking perked up.
as an action, you can command the hood to transform you into a Hellhound for up to 1 hour.
Ooh.
The transformation otherwise functions as the polymorph spell, but you can use a bonus action to revert to your normal form.
Okay.
Ooh. Neat.
is this attuned?
Requires attunement, yes.
Do any of you even have attunement slots left?
No. God, no.
Jesse
Oh.
will put up a hand. I don't. I have space. I could use this thing.
What
you
does
want.
it do
After it's
again?
cleaned a lot.
Out of character.
Yeah,
I don't really
basically.
want to give Jesse the Hellhound hood. I'm afraid what she's going to do with a very large
do.
white woman.
What go blue?
I do. I mean, she can use it and it provide a bit of extra utility
Oh,
for
it turns you into a
Yeah,
dog. Into
Tristan
a
wouldn't
hellhound.
think of that. Jesus Christ, but well,
I think I have.
Jesse do
No,
be kinky like that.
I'm pretty sure I have attunement slots open, but I don't feel like
I
turning
already
into a moot wolf.
transform into a creature.
I don't want to transform into a moot wolf.
robotic
Yeah, talk
giant
Essie's if she wants it, I
badger.
think.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for
I'd be
it.
down. Sounds really, really cool.
Yeah, let me just finish cleaning it up then.
Yeah, desperately want to clean that up.
Yeah, so I put it through the Bob special washing machine.
I forgot.
What would that be?
I have soap, liquid soap, and regular soap, and I have shape water. I'm going to make that a fucking orb and just flush it in there. I just keep clean. Use the shape water to get into it. All that soapy water to just clean in and out, rinse and repeat like that. So it's essentially I'm washing machining it by control.
The important part is Bob has soap and water.
Yes. All right. Yeah, she'll happily wait for that.
Man, I had to change out my washing machine the other day.
Oh yeah, I forgot the most
what's wrong
important
with it?
addition to this: the item has secrets.
Oh no.
Yay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's important to know
Oh,
before
yes,
anyone
it does.
tunes to the
That's
fucking
important.
thing.
Okay.
I was
Hey,
surprised when I
Bard!
didn't say that. I was like, huh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a part of
Wait,
the thing.
all right. Now Kina has to put it on.
No, I don't have
Aha.
any attunement slots. Sorry, I'll fill up. I've got
Yep,
this
I'm
falling
following it.
sword and this armor and this sick ass belt.
I have like
We do have a bard that
two
can
None of which have
figure
any
out this
secrets on
goddamn
them.
secret.
Do you have a bard that can do that?
Yeah, we have Tammy.
We do have
I
the
don't know
bard.
if Tammy has legend lore.
Does
Let's
she
have a
not?
look.
You just had her do legend saying about legend lore.
No, Creed did legend lore.
Oh. Was
Oh.
Creed
Oh no,
not
no,
with us?
Tammy had. No, Creed's gone off to go tell the
Oh, right,
night
yeah.
orders about the whole
That's
shit show.
I'd be
No,
surprised
actually,
if Tammy doesn't have legend lore by
Tammy
now.
does have legend lore. Yeah, she's got it.
Yeah.
I mean, so does
Okay.
Hallie.
Spoil my fun, why don't you?
We have
That's all
solved
legend lore does.
your labyrinth puzzle master. Now give us it.
Give me the toys.
Yeah, sorry. Still sick, so I didn't hear.
So
But
who's
yeah,
paying the
Hallie
250
does have
GP?
that for her.
Yeah, I'll spend it.
I got the. Oh, I was gonna cover it.
Well, let her
I
do it.
spent all my money on
Okay.
funding a strike team of.
Wow, who could have thought there was a curse on this thing?
Oh, so it's just like a regular hellhound cloak or whatever.
Yep.
Wait, hang on.
Wow. Unfortunate.
It's not loot in any way.
Nope, that's
Actually, this should be very rare because it is more powerful than the Cloak of the Hellhound because it doesn't set your statistics or lock them to Hellhound. It basically rebuilds you as though you were a level 1 Hellhound, and then you train back up again.
I mean, a
What could the
hellhound's
hellhound
still a
actually do that?
quadrupedal animal. It's not amazing.
It is, yeah. It's
Sorry.
still definitely got its inconveniences, but it would
Can't
it's,
go up a ladder.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be surprised. I've seen German ships do it.
Oh yeah, no dogs can climb ladders. Don't worry. It's going down that's gonna be the fucking issue. That's the hard part.
They can't climb down a ladder.
They can jump. I imagine a Hellhound jumps pretty good.
I see what you're saying.
But being unwilling to change back part's a real pain. Otherwise, I'd be like, that's fine, whatever.
Yeah,
I see.
I
what
do
you're
have
saying.
remove
That's better.
curse, but
that's true too. You can just throw that on whenever.
Because she gets to rebuild herself as a fucking a Hellhound rogue, which is actually wild.
a Hellhound
No, Jesse.
rogue
No, permanently turning into
ASMR.
a dog. That would break
Aw.
Mom's heart.
I wouldn't. She'd find other girlfriends. She has other girlfriends. They're basically live-in wives. We just fuck.
No, your mom's.
What moms? I'm an orphan.
Jesse?
No, what?
Well, no, I'm
Just
not an
no?
orphan. I have, an extant sex angel mother that I never see. So, fucking.
Well, hey.
Okay. How about
Oh,
this?
I don't have
Imagine
that, but I have family I don't see. So
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say the fact that you turn into a, you know, is your like sister like blue eyes the same as you?
Not my secret to tell.
Okay, I was just gonna say you wouldn't be able to touch them because like what is like the whole opposite of a deva is a hell fiend or whatever.
No, I'd have had to have turned into a fucking God. What's it called? I don't remember what the opposite was called now. I've memory. Oh, what was the opposite of a deva? I should know this. I use them
Devil?
for a bunch of stuff. No,
Demon? Devil?
no. There's an actual thing.
Champion?
No, campions are lobies. They're like bitch.
Is
They're
it?
bitches.
You mean like
They're
a
the
Baylor?
blackwing. No, the black-winged ones.
Erenes?
Yes, Arenier. Yeah, I'd have to turn into one of them.
Well,
And that's just an angry, fiery doggo. They're just chilling.
I don't think they chill, but yeah. Just use it sparingly if you want to. I can always uncurse you.
Sweet.
Alright, back on the road.
And then she automatically just transforms into a hellhound like 6 times just to become a dog.
No, I don't want to be a permanent dog.
I mean, that was out of character.
True.
Well, don't worry. At least if you want to have more control about your lustful mentality.
All right, so yeah, you can continue on the way to King's Rest. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Bump. There
Oh wow,
appears
this
to
place has seen
be.
better days.
It has seen better days. We haven't been here for like a decade, and I guess one of the observatory's roof fell in.
oh, need some repairs.
Yeah, although actually that might have just been, knocked in by Dad arriving while he's dying.
Oh, that might have been it. Maybe maybe that guy over there has some information.
I don't remember that guy. I did move Caster back.
Oh no.
Try again.
Move Trist to front? Question mark?
Already did it.
Oh
Alright, I'm gonna
no,
move
roll
you
20.
to back.
Oh,
you
roll
to
20.
back. You to front.
I mean, it
Tristan's
works on
on
my
top.
screen.
Yeah, on our
It's
screen.
not
My screen, yeah.
for me. Oh,
Refresh?
boy.
Question mark?
I guess.
Yeah, give it a go.
Nope, that did not help.
Mhm.
Unfortunate.
What's wrong with you? What's happening to you?
I'm hidden behind
Basically,
my
it's-
horse.
Yeah, his
Oh.
token's below the Cassie's token.
Oh, it looks fine on our end.
I know.
Sorry, Tristy.
That's how roll 20 is. It's fine for everyone but the person that actually matters.
Yep,
Yeah.
that is how that works. Anyway. So you have a staff here, right?
There was not a staff, and I don't remember the caretaker. Last time I was here, we brought servants, and
Oh.
I'm now pretty
Oh.
sure those servants must have been constructs.
Do you
Tristan's
foresee
a
this?
golem crafter. Does this fellow look constructy?
Give me an intelligence test.
Do you
Sure.
foresee this caretaker being a problem?
I don't know. Never met him.
Could I throw Arcana at him?
Sure. He is watching you warily. Pretty sure he's magical as fuck, but if he's a construct, he doesn't look like one right now. He looks like an old human man.
Alright, everyone. Stay on your guard, but let's try and play this out.
Of
Tammy,
course.
stick with me.
Yeah, will do.
I will also stay close to Tammy.
Okay, you guys aren't allowed to crowd me just because I've suddenly become royalty.
Only when it's potentially dangerous.
It's always potentially dangerous.
Yeah, but more so now than, say, when we're sitting at home.
Hi. Cast Death Ward.
Look, at the end of the day, Squad, we're all going to take a bolt for you if we have to.
That's right.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Quite literally up to now.
I've seen Jen and Lily do that enough times for me to really not be a fan of seeing it happen.
I'm not a fan of having to do it, but still, gotta.
We'll still have to do it.
I mean, you did just get have your hair did good. It would be unfortunate.
You know, Dilford is looking real good for you.
Oh,
He gives you a thumbs up.
Thanks. Greetings, my good man.
You're not welcome here. Move on.
Actually, we are. We have the estate's owner with us right here.
The estate's owner is within.
And we have been granted his permission to come here.
I doubt that. Only one has permission. If that be the case, the rest of you can stay fucked right off.
I was
Tammy-
really hoping
Tammy,
that Scow would be
tell-
French.
Tammy will step up. Am I the one with permission? He pauses and looks her up and down. I reckon you might. Come on in, milady. And my friends? No. Absolutely not. Just ye. I don't want to enter without them. And I don't want them to enter. So with all the kindest respect, they can fuck off. Now you're pretty sure this guy's a construct.
We are Miss Tamarin's personal guard.
She don't need a personal guard here.
Yeah,
This
she
place is
does.
hers.
Has anyone else come in other than the king?
None your fucking business. But you'd best believe if anyone had tried, I'd have cut them in half.
Up to you, Tammy.
She'll pass her lips. Sure. Yeah, okay.
If anything, just, yeah.
Yeah, I will do.
If you're truly uncomfortable with it, I imagine you can just order him.
You do have a surprising amount of authority now.
Mr. Caretaker, I order you to let my companions here through. With the kindest respects, my lady, no, they can stay fucked off. Tammy huffs. Being a queen is officially completely bogus.
Yep, that's how royalty works.
Are you always going to be guarding this place? Yes. And so only I can ever come here anyway? Yes. You're dismissed. No. Fuck.
You have to back it up with a little bit of actual force behind it, Tammy.
I think Force is dispatching him rather than firing him.
Are you a living person? No. Do you mind if you're destroyed? Fucking obviously. Only you have permission to enter, and it is my job to ensure that remains the case. Even though this is a holiday home, and I might want to use it when it's fixed up. Yes, it's your holiday home. Everyone else can fuck off.
How's it even gonna get fixed up?
I don't know, maybe the Queen will be particularly good at fixing things up. That is not my problem.
I want to talk to
Yes,
your
but if-
manager.
But if your queen is ordering you, shouldn't you have to adhere to her word?
Nah,
Whose word do you adhere to?
fucking nobody's now.
Well,
This being was made by the king, the former king, specifically to keep this place protected for this one moment, it seems.
Yes, and for every moment thereafter, as per his orders, and so I shall remain. And you shall remain fucked off.
A short-sighted moron.
Why hasn't he called us a meatbag yet?
Because he's probably made a
Well-
meat too.
Because you all are made of meat.
So Jamie, this guy's gonna have to go eventually. Up to you if you want him to go on the way in or on the way out.
You could just kick his ass now, I guess. I would like to be able to use this place later.
All right.
You
Alright.
can't. It's true. You can't have guests at your summer home with this guy around, and also can't hire anyone to fix the place with him around.
She can't also have family in there with this guy around, apparently.
Also, that you can't even have relatives over.
I am here to guard this place. You'd have to be incredibly strong to get in. Now, fuck off.
They're going to fuck off inside.
Very much so.
I do not recommend that, sir. I have full permission to exercise incredible lethality on those who would break in, apart from against the Lady Tamarind.
He's a meanie.
My good sir, the Lady Tamarind is asking us to come in.
Well, then you'd best put up your respective dukes, because I'm going to tear you in half if you try.
Well, you're gonna try.
I
am-
take no pleasure in it, but it seems it's their only recourse.
On one hand, I can appreciate his zeal. However, disregard for the orders of his superior also is kind of a thing.
It's
Did
not a
before he just-
person, Vonner, there's nothing to admire or disadmire. It's not like Mayrog, who, is.
Mayor gives you a big thumbs up.
In before
Except
he
for me, Merrick hates me.
in before she temp pegs you. Not she, he, the caretaker.
Right.
No, it's fine. Look,
Bonk.
we just move Mayrog up, and they have a golem dance off.
Ha!
Alright, do you move Mayor?
No, I mean, you know what? Fine.
A really
No, do
funny
it, you
way.
pussy.
Alright, excellent. Alright.
I'll
Uh,
have Mayrog go up there.
Oh god, where'd he go?
He tears open his cloak and suddenly becomes far too big for his clothing and the house.
Jesus.
With
Okay.
a gigantic mechanical roar, he attacks Mayrog.
I don't think
Yay.
Mayrog's making it past this round.
Probably not, but better her than us.
Yes.
This is very much so one of those what she's here for things.
Alright, see you later. I got an 8.
Oh
He's
god.
He's got that demon engine kind of roar, the one that's just like a fucking shitload of like tinny roaring voices.
I remember I played Burning Crusade. I remember the roar and then being squished because I wasn't paying attention.
The quietest death engine in the universe until it's literally 5 feet behind you.
Tippy-toeing along.
Boom.
Alright, let's open up Tammy. Get her on. And Jesse.
The Fell Reaver, that's what it was called.
Yes.
Yeah,
Her
fucking
on.
Fell Reaver.
And
I
you've
was
got
just having a
control
nice
over Tiara and Cassie, respectively.
I was just having a nice time as the
Don't
children.
forget to roll Tiara's initiative.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
would be on Kinana.
Kinathis.
What? What about me?
Roll
the initiative for your
Tiara's-
Oh
wife.
shit! Oh right, I have control over more than one person.
You do.
It's
You
been
do.
so long, I forgot how I forgot how I do
It's
this.
literally been since last year.
I had to do this all year.
I mean, last year was 4 months ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was actually a while this time.
it was a long while.
How could Skow do this to us?
So I can assume this guy's just like not undead or anything, right? I can just take off
No,
all those
he is
modifiers.
a full
That-
construct.
Okay, good. Just making sure, you know. Don't want to just like hit you and go, all right, it's undead. Take on all those other damage and start rolling.
Lol.
Okay. Tammy goes first as the caretaker prepares to swing at Mayrog. And I think she'll try and stop Mayrog from being destroyed. It seems like a good
40
idea.
half.
That's a pretty good plan.
You now realize what he meant by tear in half, as his body appears to be covered in mostly just metallic spines, spurs, stabby things, and his hands are huge.
Stabby things. Oh God.
Yep, he's covered in
The worst kind of
stabinators.
things.
It's really a
Yep.
shame that
Stab
this
with a
creature
Christie.
does not recognize Tammy's authority.
I know, right?
Well,
It
then we
really
wouldn't,
is a shame.
you know, be having a fight in our Dungeons and Dragons game. Can't have that.
Yeah, but this guy would make a cool guardian for the
Yeah.
for the castle. But
Well, after we're done beating him up, I'm sure Tristy can reprogram his brain.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe.
She is going to, as a bonus action, give Mayrog a bardic for one AC when that swing comes.
She's going, you got, oh no.
Mayrog does not, in fact, got this.
Apparently not. And then she'll try and cast heat metal on his body.
That sounds
Oh,
like a
no,
terrible idea.
this guy's not.
Now he's gonna punch us and be on fire.
Let's see here. It depends what he's made of. If it's a gun, just turn it off. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Is he immune to fire?
Yes.
Okay. So you can just be on fire and just do fire damage to us too.
It just fizzles on his form. She frowns. Damn it. It was worth a go at least. Jesse is not going to turn to a hellhound because that thing is fire.
Good plan.
It probably doesn't give a shit about psychic either, huh?
Probably not.
I imagine likely not.
Well, you got a magic bow. Well, use that then, I guess.
I do, and I will. I'm going to use a necrotic arrow, I think. See how he feels about necrotic. Kapoon! Miss. Cassie.
All right. We're just gonna cast haste on Tristy, as
Weird.
you do, and then
Blender husband.
move up to here.
Sweet. And then on the caretaker's go, it makes an attack against Mayrog, and before that attack happens, Chalice of Companionship. It's going to give them 7 temporary HP.
She already
And
has 10
if
HP.
she's doing it because she's pretty sure Mayrog is still going to get knocked unconscious, and they want to do the stunning.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, yeah, okay.
Okay.
She has to be struck first. This guy could totally miss all of his attack.
No,
Never mind.
holy shit.
Oh.
Jesus.
41
Bonk-a-doodle
damage.
fucking do. She lived,
All right, and again.
and then Tammy
37.
can get the 7 temp HP on, which isn't gonna help Mayrog, but
Yep, and then it
Bonk.
is stunned. There's no save on it, so that you can't just legendary resistance that away. So it is stunned.
It's not
That's
a save.
good.
Yeah, there's no save versus the stun. You just become stunned.
Catch it. Blender meow.
Blender meow. Yeah. I'm just a little bit. No, I'm good. I'm good. I can get there. A move action. Let's see. I think I'm going to fire shield, the one that does cold damage. The cool shielder.
Yep.
I'm gonna move in and I'll green flame blade.
He's immune to fire.
It's to get my extra attack in. But you do have a solid point. I'll save the sorcery points and just bonus action work.
Yeah, the fire shield is a standard, but yeah, if you're just quick casting, that's
Also,
fine.
it doesn't give a shit about fire damage. We've just covered this.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, it just
the cantrip is so she can attack as a bonus action.
right. I do have to attack as an action to use the war cleric, so I do have to spend the sorcery point. One way or the other, I have to spend sorcery point.
Yeah, one of the
Okay.
things is a bonus action. Nice.
Oh shit, that's a crit.
I don't have
With the
advantage on this. Do I?
vorpal. He's stunned.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
My
stunned.
God.
All right, we'll
I'm
cut
not
off the
gonna
limb or
get
something.
Him.
Unfortunately,
Oh yeah, massive damage to
golem
the head.
immutable
Yeah.
form. Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
So instead, he just takes an extra how much damage?
28.
No.
Yeah, that'd be the-
Vorpal-
No, yeah, 28's
Vorpal-
right.
No,
Yeah,
Vorpal.
28.
it's got all the numbers.
Yeah, it's got all the numbers.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does
Kina.
all the numbers. I added
Oh,
the
okay,
crit.
it does. Oh, okay, so it does take the 28 damage. Okay.
Yeah, that's why that number is so stupendously high.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I did
But
just do
yes.
38 damage.
It would have been amazing. I forgot that you had a Vorpal weapon. I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
Yeah.
Glad that he's got the immutable form.
First attack with the weapon is a crit.
It's a good sign.
Outstanding.
Robob.
Well, I'm going to use a scroll.
Sure.
It's a level 5 call lightning.
Okay.
Okay.
And he can't dodge because he's stunned, so he gets 20.
He doesn't get a save.
He doesn't get one at all? Okay.
No, well, fails automatically.
He
Yeah.
fails automatically. How does he feel about lightning? I'm going to use legendary resistance, so he doesn't fail.
Use that for 20 damage. Okay.
Yeah, he has actually a staggering number of them, so might as fucking well.
Yeah, fair enough, I guess.
I know how action economy works in this, and if a legendary creature doesn't have any of its action economy, it doesn't last long.
It's not going to last
Yeah.
long anyway.
It's not.
So I might as well spend them while I got him.
Yeah, that's true.
Faunra will reach for her new sword, look at the monster, look at the creature, frown, and then grab her hammer instead.
It's unworthy.
This is not some beast of darkness or enemy of the land. This is just the
Just a
guardian.
construct.
Just
This
an
is
asshole
just a
robot. Wasn't even doing
He's-
anything. It was just an asshole.
He's not evil. He's just a jerk.
Yeah. So I will pull out the hammer. I've got the what's it called? The sensor of
Velvet.
purity.
Yeah.
I will activate. I will use a bonus action to activate my armor and use my frost armor.
Sure. How does he feel about cold? I shan't tell you.
Then I will move up. I will I will attack.
Rock and roll. Hit. God, you hit hard.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't use... Right. I have to rage first. I forgot how to play a barbarian in the intervening time.
You're right, yeah, you can't shield
I
up.
can't shield. I have to rage first.
That's fine. He's not hitting you this turn anyway, because he's fucking stunned.
He's not hitting next turn either because he's fucking stunned.
And the first hit...
Kina, don't forget.
The first hit hits. So I have to hit this button now. Where did that...
Yeah, you're a
Like,
spatial button.
where did that... There it is. Haha, 6 radiant damage.
Taking big old fucking chunkers out of him. Me?
Oop. I'm on the drawing tool. Move, 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 move.
Moo, moo, moo.
Bless, 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 bless.
Oh, I see how it is.
I've always blessed the same 4 people.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Excellent.
Cool. Buzz.
Buzz. Okay. Tiara. what do
Clearly, you
do?
fight a giant robot with a P90, right?
I mean, that sounds like the thing to do.
I think so.
Right, the P90. I forget. Right, she has a fucking machine gun
Yep.
with very limited ammunition. How much ammunition? 31
Submachine
bullets left. I've only got half of the mag left. Shit.
You also got the fucking mega crossbow,
The
remember?
crossbow. Yes, I will probably use that instead.
That makes sense.
Perfect time. He is stunned. So,
Yeah,
you know,
while he's stunned, it's a good
advantage.
opportunity.
Yes, it is. And I would like to move so I am shooting in a straight line.
We've been over this. It doesn't matter how straight a line.
I know, it's in the general direction. If I somehow am now terrified that I'm going to roll snake eyes.
Just don't roll snake eyes. Don't roll ones.
Just don't roll 2 1s.
Yeah, just
Rock
roll
and
it.
roll.
There you go.
23 is a hit. It does not do much damage. It is not magical.
Fortunate.
Wait, it's
We gotta
not
get some
magical?
magic on this thing.
Did,
No, it's not magical.
didn't you
No.
fucking make that,
No.
Tristan?
No, it
No.
was reconstructed with Tinker's tool, so it would just like explode into pieces, like super
I
catastrophically.
frankly don't want to make this magic.
Yeah, no,
It
no,
already does
no,
4d10
It's
damage.
it's
Very
already
amazing.
insane.
You guys are already at the upper limit of the power creep. Like, I can't afford to let that keep happening.
Okay. Well, second attack, then Kina.
Yep,
Yeah, I'll put a painful talon.
sure. Pune takes 11 piercing. Benoy,
Okay.
second Benoy,
Move to here.
rock and roll.
And then it's time to do a bit of hitting. Strike 1. 29.
Good thing, dodging another one. Just,
Yep.
just get that one out there.
Yep.
Is that for the full 19?
And
the 17?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. 26, 36. Ouchie.
And let's go ahead and do a smite on that second one. Might as well. Divine Burst, 3rd level. Not a crit. Not an undead or fiend. Have another 23.
Eh, still pretty good.
Sweet. All right, you bloodied him. Time for a thing to happen.
Oh boy.
Does he actually get to do a thing while he's stunned?
He does. He does. Just because spikes and life force just sort of shoots the fuck out of everything everywhere. Oh, and he gets to rebuild a little bit. I could just roll these terrible though, because they're D12s, and I'm famine with D12s. Yeah, I will
it's
take it.
above
I'll take
average.
it.
Yeah, you
I
got
will
to undo my
absolutely take
divine
it.
burst damage, yeah.
I'll absolutely take it. All right, and then a spike volley is fired. Each creature within 60 feet must make a DC 20 dexterity saving throw versus 12d6, which is
Okay.
46 damage.
Ow.
Oh no, a dex
Days-
save. Oh god.
Ow.
Holy shit. Bless, thank you.
Do,
Thank
do,
you,
do,
Bless.
do, do,
Is there anything I can do to
do.
turn?
You open mouth and
Aw.
receive spike.
Ow. And Cass. This could potentially suck quite a lot, but we'll see.
Who else? Me too? What?
Everybody.
Everyone.
Everybody.
You'd have to be like off the map to be avoiding this.
Oh no.
Yeah, you'd have to be off the map to avoid this.
14. Let's see.
That's a DC 20. I'd have to natural 20 for that.
Oh dear. Okay.
The
Well,
downside of my new build is that I don't
yes,
have a
let's
good
take
dexterity save
46
anymore. I have an
damage.
okay one.
She needs to make a con save versus that fucking concentration. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give Cass my inspo because she needs to meet a 23 to keep her
Oh,
keep her
yeah, Stray.
concentration.
Con save for bless.
All right.
Thankfully, Fire Shield is
Oh,
not a
fuck's
concentration
sake,
spell.
Cass.
You are welcome to Team Stun.
Yep. Trist is
Remember,
not
it's not
hastened
technically
anymore.
stun though.
Oh, it's not stun anymore.
Yeah,
but,
it's not done.
Yeah, you can't take any actions on your turn. No.
Right.
It's fine though. He can't take actions on his turn because he's still
Yeah,
stunned
I just
until the
don't
end of
get
his
to
next
contribute
turn.
to this encounter in any meaningful way. That's deeply unfortunate.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
That apparently is not all that happens with the spike volley. Let's see here.
Oh, that's not.
God,
What
Tammy.
type of spike thing is that? Yeah, Tammy got hurt pretty badly.
He
oh
hurt
wait, no,
Tammy.
it doesn't. He
How
did
much
hurt
HP
Tammy.
does Tammy
Oh, wait,
have?
oh, yeah, no,
Jeez.
sorry. Apart from Tammy, she is not allowed to be hit by this thing. Literally not
Okay.
allowed to be. She's fine.
Does he
But
have
also,
any
like,
she's
control over
51.
it?
She's a bard. He does. He does
does
have
Fire
control.
Shield
over
apply
it.
right now?
He doesn't take fire damage.
It's a cold shield.
Well, it'd be cold damage.
He doesn't take cold damage.
Unfortunate.
Tammy
Oh,
has
damn
51 health at a level
He
11?
has to actually like physically hit you himself, not just a
Pretty sure
burst damage.
She's a level 9.
Oh, level 9, because she's 2 levels below. Right, because she's part of the companion thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's not level 11.
No, though, at level 9, 151. Wow.
Yeah, she's got a constitution of +1, and she's a bard, and she doesn't have the tough feat like everyone else seems to have.
Oh, it's on a melee attack anyway. Damn it.
Hallie, did you yeah, you lost concentration, that's unfortunate.
Why?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, well, that was nice while it
Okay.
lasted.
Yep, I suppose I'm sorry there.
You are incredibly lucky that doesn't count as an impalement, because he could do some real fucked shit with those spikes on his body.
Good. Well, I suppose I'm sorry to the group there. I said that off, doing my attacks.
I mean, hey, it was going to happen at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
Just,
any bonus actions?
Well, I don't think I really have anything I want to do as a bonus action. I'm hurt, but I'm not like too hurt to use like a big potion, so I think I'm okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, he was completely unharmed by it. Fucking backflip through it. And then Trist.
Wamp, wamp. Glad I turned up today.
Tammy is gonna... Good question.
Yeah.
I feel like... Wait, this thing is a construct. Does Shatter hurt constructs more, or is it just materials?
Just materials. Does
That would've
Oh,
been
you
real
know
good
what?
just to-
though?
You know what would really lame, but what could have been the play here?
What?
Just let Tammy fight it.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually she would just win.
She would just eventually win. She'll give it a go anyway.
I mean, it'd be supremely lame, but
No, that would
Upcasting
absolutely
Shatter
be
feels good.
the correct thing to do. At least now that we
She
know
should
it.
definitely just run up to stab it.
Yeah.
So it takes half of
That reminds me.
23 and
Is
11.
Tammy still just using like the sword I gave her a million years ago, or is she upgraded since?
I don't know if you know how many attunement slots that she's got.
A lot.
They're
She has
all
the
very
Arms of
used
Light.
up by the Arms of Light. So no, she's using just a Masterwork fencing blade because it's
Okay, so
silvered and basically as good as any magic item.
She is using the sword I made for her. Gotcha.
Yep. Like she does a good stabber with a cold iron silvered blade, but yeah, no. Basically, the rival party doesn't let her run into fights, so she's mostly using her like Arms of Light powers to just keep everyone from dying.
Yeah, understandable.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
She hates it because she's a Valabard and definitely wants to play Cass and just run dead on into the middle of them all. But
Alas.
Are we bad nice for just allowing our lead to just jump straight into combat?
Well, no, she's not being allowed to. She hates it.
She could run in right now. No one could stop her.
That is true.
The only
she will next
strong
time.
people in the way are Hallie, and that's it, because Tristan's stunned.
19 damage. Cassie.
Okay, well, that was an unfortunate turn of events. We're gonna stab this thing a couple times real quick. I'm gonna blade sing as a bonus action.
Yep.
And poke.
So that weapon isn't technically magic, is it?
It is, actually.
Oh yeah, it's psycho-vampiric.
Yeah, I have in fact enchanted Cass's weapon over the downtime.
Alright. First one is a miss, second one is a hit.
Nice. Alright, and then Cass is gonna move 50 feet away because Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, did it recharge after it was forced to use it?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
It did, son of a bitch.
Just gonna go up and
Alright.
away.
Too bad he can't use his turn. He's stunned.
And then he regenerates 4. Daddy.
All right. Let's see. I guess I just take swing.
Yeah, get your stab on.
Swing 1. And
24 is... Oh, no, you don't have bless. Miss. And miss.
Oh, damn. Okay.
My man has a 21 AC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh my
Rub
God.
up.
Oh my God. Nobody move.
You have the perfect heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my tumby is grumpy. I'm gonna make a tuna baguette after this with extra sausage.
Sausage?
I'm gonna read a,
Yep, sausage tuna
I'm gonna
baguette.
read a scroll.
I always just had tuna by itself on a baguette.
They should do tuna and sweet corn, admittedly.
Now
I'm
you're
gonna read a
gross.
scroll called
Why?
Mask Your Wounds.
Why are you burning scrolls? My God, they're so... Why?
Because they made a bunch of scrolls and they're gonna use them.
But this is the first encounter.
I
It's the
I
first
have,
encounter and you
just
have
use
all of
bucket.
your spell slots.
You have all
I
those
have-
spell slots. Those come
I-
back. Scrolls don't.
I have a thing I can do
Yeah,
with my armor. It's fine.
fifth level spell. Still, Mask Your Wounds.
Yeah, but there's a thing I can do with my armor. You might as well damage it.
You might
My
be able to
arm-
stop it from getting a real turn if you actually focus on trying to kill it.
Yeah, this thing isn't gonna get a turn. Just fucking bonk it.
And you really don't want it to get a turn.
We really don't. You've seen what it can do.
No,
It does like 40 damage on a hit.
Okay. Okay, sure. I'll just keep going with the call light.
Yeah.
Yeah, call lightning.
Just a real
I can't dodge it.
big call lightning.
Well, no, you can now because the stun's already passed.
Oh yeah, stun has ended, right.
So it does get a save.
Is the weather as bad as it looks
No.
here?
Actually, you know what? It
Okay,
probably
okay.
does look real grim, but there's not actually a storm. No rain is falling. It's just very cloudy. Cloudy and windy.
Let's see if it requires a...
If you're outdoors and stormy, yeah, it's not storming. It's just
Okay, so
it's
It
just
just looks
miserable
like
out.
England outside.
It's just I was just gonna say like it's Britain.
Just British.
Cool lightning's really strong
Ooh.
during the autumn though. Ooh shit!
no,
All
it was
right,
shit
good luck.
roll.
Not bad.
Good luck, Monsieur Caretaker.
Lamau.
Yeah, magic resist is not gonna help against that. So 29. Owie.
Yeah, but
And
his
then
deck
as a
was shit.
bonus action,
Yep.
I'm gonna get the badger totem. Everyone gets back to fucking 16 temp hit points.
Nice.
Badger.
Good shit.
Badger.
Just looking a bit British out.
Just
It's
look.
just a bit British out.
Well, now I'm pretty sure it's not worth doing my maximized mass cure wounds.
No, just kill the thing, please.
No.
How dare you?
It's getting closer to its turn. Hey, you've got Gungnir. You could really fuck his day up.
Give it a GB.
Well, it's not your turn yet. It's
going
Oh yeah.
to. I will not bother with that. I will use.
Violence.
Yes, I will use violence.
Are you gonna reckless now that you can't?
No, there's no point in doing that.
What do you mean there's no point?
What do you mean?
Oh, you can do that, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Whack.
I should remember.
When T is a miss, you don't have bless. It was ended when Hallie got hit.
Oh, that's right. That went away. Whack.
That
There
was
we
it.
go.
Nice.
7 more damage.
Okay, 25.
Another-
It's get close.
28 because that one didn't have the rage on it for some reason.
She's not raging.
I
Yes, she
am
is.
She
raging.
has to rage.
Oh, yours raging.
She is raging. Yeah, you ticked
Right.
it off on the second swing.
I ticked it
Yeah.
off for the Divine Fury,
And then forgot to.
and then I forgot
yeah.
to turn it back on. So 3 more damage.
Yep,
Okay, I thought
alright.
you weren't raging because you said like you didn't need reckless.
No.
No, I just don't need to reckless. I can.
Yeah.
I can zealous
All
presence.
right,
Yeah,
Hallie,
yeah.
you have advantage. And a reminder for how cool the javelin.
Huh?
Your
Wayland's
javelin.
Wayland's harpoon?
Well, she's cast a
No,
spell
that's-
and it hits, so let's just go with that.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Cast spell, hit, move on.
Who the hell is using Gungnir?
Gungnir's
I
in
don't know.
Tristan's caddy bag.
Right.
No, I have Wayland's harpoon,
That was it. All right, so that
and I'm pretty sure I
is
can't knock him back. So
17, 21. Ouchie. And more advantage on advantage. Tiara.
Tiara time. She's going to use some acid arrows
acid.
on her painful talon. Fuck.
Nice.
Wow. Good acid arrow. And
And a
then
miss.
the miss, luckily. Wait, no, it's a crit fail.
No, it's not.
Faunra.
No, it's not.
Advantage.
No, it's
15.
not. She's got
Oh,
advantage.
right. Yes, of course. You used your magic advantage. All right, so
So it's
how does
just
this guy
the-
feel about acid? All right, yeah, all right, acid does fall. Yeah, Tammy just can't fit all that human in. Oh my god, you've nearly killed it, and it's not going to get its fucking devastating turn.
Ariel.
No, it's
finish it.
not.
Let it
No.
blow.
All right.
Well, no,
Crit miss 3
First
times.
Caliban,
No. Okay.
25. Do I even need a smite to kill it?
No.
Do I even need a second
Well,
attack to kill it?
You do not need a second attack to kill it. It is felled by Caliban. Zwing! It does that cool thing that a lightsaber do when it cuts through something made of solid metal and it just leaves a big dripping gash in it, and its body begins to crumple in on itself. And now I want to show you terrifying things it can do.
Is it gonna hell's heart at us, or are you just showing it to show it?
Just to show it off. I don't
Okay.
think I'll be
Okay.
using this one
Alright.
again. So it does a slam attack. And then it impales them. And then if you're impaled, you get life drained.
Ow.
Fuck.
What is this golem?
It is a Harbinger of Chaos, I think. It's a CR20
okay.
death construct.
Makes sense.
This
well,
thing was supposed to
okay.
fight Velt if he died. Decided
Yeah,
to show
until
up and
yeah,
it was,
fair
it was,
enough, fair
it was here to make at least his life a little bit hard.
That said,
It probably
I
wouldn't
don't
have-
think Belthamar's going to care about drain life there.
He doesn't. It's just a feature this thing has.
Well, but let's just stop it from crumbling into further dust and just.
Okay, Tiara, you have a new toy.
It is breaking apart into pieces, but it is made of like a considerable amount of just like pretty decent quality metal.
Oh wait, this isn't a finesse weapon. This is a
Hey, wait,
useless for her.
Soul Steel. It has legendary actions.
It has legendary resistance. It does not have legendary actions.
Yeah, we never saw any legendary actions.
Oh, that was inordinately painful.
A little bit.
Yeah, you guys
Ow.
okay? That looked really bad.
Oh yeah, I'm
I'm
fine.
glad I
Yeah.
got stunned.
It could have been
It
really bad.
just
Oh, Mayrog. She's gonna use mending.
Yeah, don't worry. She's seen worse.
My soft, squishy parts.
Yeah, they've been penetrated.
Bob just looks at the fucking spikes and just pulls them out, drops them down, and just slowly squishes together.
Yeah. Oh, instead you can give Tiara a beryllium copper rapier.
Sure.
I hate these required attunement. Ah,
It's a magic weapon. What do you expect?
not all. Most magic weapons don't require attunement.
Yeah, it's fine. You only need the attunement to use the other power. It's just a +1.
While we're walking up to the castle, just in case there's another encounter, Hallie can Prayer of Healing.
Yeah, that sounds like a
doing a
good
walk.
idea this time.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. What is that? 10 HP or
It's
how much is it?
Prayer
2d8
of
plus
healing.
a bunch.
Prayer of Healing.
Oh.
And you take 3 radiant damage.
No.
What's that clicked on from? Oh.
Well,
And I take even extra healing, because when I heal other people, I get healed in turn.
Yeah, and this prayer healing takes like 10 minutes, so you all get
Yeah.
10 extra hit points. Because you all have 1 hit point per minute.
Yup.
all right. Well, that was the
What
gate
if-
guard. Let's see what's inside.
Yes.
What if we gave Mayrog big spikes?
I am down for that if she is.
Mayrog, would you like big spikes too?
Strokes her chin and I don't know. She really thinks of her body as like the icon of perfection, but she'll gesture to her
Okay.
fists.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could
Just
put them
strap-
on your wrists and you could punch with them.
Like the Deathclaw gauntlets from Fallout?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she would appreciate some kind of spiky punch weapons.
Yeah. All right. They're coming back for you, mister.
Let's proceed inside.
Mm-hmm. Well, the good news is if the defenders don't want to attack Tammy, I guess you can lead the way.
Hopefully there aren't more of those, and yeah,
I
she'll
wouldn't
lead
bank
you
on it.
inside. Yeah, no, making more of those things on Shawno is probably fucking impossible. They're very expensive and dangerous.
Yeah, of that
Mm.
particular thing, sure, but other defenders, yeah.
When you guys enter,
You know what-
there are constructs, but Tammy recognizes them as like waitstaff. They appear to be like standard form, close to approximate humans wearing nice suits, men and women shapes.
These ones are supposed to be here.
Yes, yeah. Hello. I used to treat them like people, and it felt very awkward because they don't really react much, but they follow commands. One of them
Well, that's
will
good.
look at her expectantly when she speaks of commands. Like, can you make cups of tea for everyone, please? The construct will nod and head off towards a kitchen. Okay, if Dad has come here to pass and he is,
Bedroom.
in large dragon form, probably not the bedroom.
Oh.
There is a courtyard in the middle there.
Likely there underneath it.
Trist,
What?
Here's a little idea, just thought from the whole exploding golem thing. What about tiny suicide spiders, golems like that, with
What, they do
large
spikes when they get
explosions on them?
smashed and blow up?
I'm deeply uncomfortable
Well,
with the
they
idea of asking a golem to kill itself.
no, not sentient, but like little
Even
mechanical things
then,
like that.
these things are works of art. You don't just Harry carry them. Put a golem on the
I
cheek.
know. Well, I know.
The
That's
golem
why I
tilts
said
its
like
head and waits for a command.
I get the idea, Bob, but I'm gonna pass on that one.
okay. Now I figured they'd be good for infiltrating and then just massive detonation inside the camps.
Yeah, I get it, but no, I don't think so.
Not your style? I get that. I think they're adorable.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can already see that a couple of them have begun preparing a large number of pots for tea.
Yeah, we have we have a huge group here with us in the rivals.
Yeah, they probably don't actually have enough cups, but they'll make enough tea that they could fill everyone's drinks. But yeah, to far grimmer matters, as you reach the center of this building's courtyard, you can already see soft glittering gold. And it is at this point, dramatically, that the dark British clouds overhead begin to slowly rain. And you see the Eternal King in all of his golden, very behorned resplendence. There isn't
Oh
as
shit,
much.
he's spiky as fuck.
Yeah, he's a real spiky dude. There isn't as much resplendence to his form as would usually be expected, but that is because, he's dead. You can see that there are signs of, atrophy and probably not eating, at all. He doesn't, if he'd still been alive in this form, you could tell very clearly that he would be gravely sick. That said, it's still the body of a golden dragon. And the rain continues to fall slowly over it. Tammy mostly looks shocked, that reality is now finally setting in. And she will probably lean on whoever's closest for a second and take in a slow, deep breath.
I assume
Provide
it's a brother.
hugs.
I think Ariel's gonna go to one knee, pull our sword, and pay final respects to the Dragon King.
Yeah. Tammy will nod appreciatively.
Yes, I shall do the same.
Well, he really is gone. That's so weird.
Never met him before.
It is disheartening.
Hmm.
I understand he may not have been the best of men to many of us, but he is still our king, the ruler of our land, and the one we did swear fealty to.
Yeah, he brought us up. He certainly tried.
Without his order, many of us never would have gone into his group.
Guess so.
Yeah.
She will adjust her collar and take a closer look at him. Well, yeah, I don't know that I ever saw him looking like this. Ah. All right. Well, what now?
Well, we can't just leave him here.
No.
Journal's correct. He'd be a boon if anyone took this place.
All right. I am gonna go to the kitchen and drink tea and ask for a meal. I don't want to see what happens next.
I would not allow you to see what happens next. No one should really watch that.
Jessie, they're like, speak for yourself. She fucking loves carving, and this is so exciting.
Yeah, but she
is
wouldn't.
wearing a
She wouldn't
mask.
carve up her own
Yeah.
parent, though.
Probably not. No. Yeah, she'll
No.
Pulls
wait
out
until
the-
wait until Tammy's gone to pull out the masterwork tools.
Do we want to
Cannot-
just
I'll
take him
stay.
back to Ensport and
Jesse's got a
How?
new giant cleaver.
I mean, how big is the portal you make? We can just kind of push him through if it's not specified.
It's large, at least.
I feel like
I
that's
can make it
probably immediately the way to lose any amount of subtlety we might have had. Like, hopefully his death is still a secret.
Yeah,
We
I
should
just,
do it if we can.
Like,
It's
it's fine,
just-
just, do what you gotta do. And
y'all,
I get it.
y'all leave. This is grim work.
Faunra
Go.
will take out her sword and will stand vigil over the dead king as a final respect to him.
And those that are gonna be vigil, be vigil. The rest will be with her.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's see here. Tammy, how do you cope? Let's see here.
Trista's probably gonna stick with her and try and help out.
All right, so Tammy is going to have all of the constructs make far too much food. Just like every bit of food that is in this place, she's just going to make sure that it is like cooked and turned into some kind of meal. You're a very large party of people after all, so honestly, a big banquet is just about within the purview of this place's limited stocks. And she is going to go sit in a corner and eat an entire cake by herself. If asked, she'll surrender a slice, but for the most part, she intends to consume an entire cake.
Icky.
That's fine. I think Tristan and Cass will just keep her company while the grim work
Speak
is
for yourself.
done.
Cass sneaks a slice of cake.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And yeah, all right. So, is anyone helping Jesse carve? You know what?
Yes.
Sure. A crit.
That's the best thing that could possibly come of this entire expedition.
I would say so. So let me have a little looky here at how big Gold Dragon actually be. How much you can pull out of this dude. Say is a huge creature. It's fire and weakening. And he has legendary
I have a
actions.
question.
Can't soul stone.
Is
It's
he
been dead
a-
for too long.
Is he like a what's it called? No, he's an ancient, right?
He's
Or
an
is that
ancient,
like an adult?
yes. He's an ancient.
Aren't like
All right, he's
Aren't
he's a
like
Gargan.
He's gargantuan
Oh,
like
yeah.
CR
I was gonna-
27 or something.
Ancient is CR24.
Huh. Pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his prime, you guys could take him at probably great cost because he was also a spellcaster, which just makes every legendary creature more terrifying.
Yep.
Actually, no, he wasn't even a spellcaster, he was a paladin. It's so much more terrifying.
Oh, good. He's
Oh no.
he's a Loresian. He can just
Smite Red.
smite breath.
Yep. Okay. Yep. There is tea and cake and an entire banquet being cooked up, Hallie.
Yeah, it's too sad for Hallie.
Yep. Okay. So, just the max of everything.
carrying it won't be much of an issue because I can summon the fucking goon squad.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna write out a fucking, like, Druidic passage, but I'm just gonna write it out in fucking Swedish, like old Swedish.
Uh, 12 gargantuan dragon rib bones, 19 gargantuan draconic claws, 112 golden dragon spines and spares, 4 golden dragon horns, and 40 pints. If only because that's as many containers as you have between the whole party suitable for containing it. Of golden dragon blood, CR24.
Fucking Christ.
Jesus.
It takes Jesse 11 hours.
Doesn't
Probably
matter how
12
long-
because she has to stop for a meal, but she will return to continue the job.
Fun will stay exactly where she is and will not stop until the deed is done.
Yep.
Okay.
Even if
then
she
when,
starts
when
taking like exhaustion.
that sounds fair, both of you can give me con saves. Jessie, when she returns after having gotten some food, which she does do because she just needs to concentrate a lot, and if you're starving, it's very hard to do so. She brings you guys food when she comes back out as well. And yeah, she is not going to collect the skull, and I think probably over the rest of the course of the night, she's going to ask for you guys to help her, dig a grave for him in the courtyard here to hide the rest of his body.
Yes.
And
And
we
then
should
probably ask
make a
Bob to
marker.
druid craft over it so it doesn't look like it's been dug up.
Yeah.
Hopefully there won't be any sign he was here. Hopefully. Because I've taken all the good bones, but, there's still a skull and, tail and stuff in there. Like, there's enough to constitute a, admittedly, limp and gangly skeleton. Or some kind of wraith or something. But you
Yes.
don't simply destroy remains like this, you do leave them somewhere. Finger bones for rings. Yeah, she'll, while taking off the claws, she'll produce probably the short knuckle. I guess it would be the 4 claws or the smallest one. So yeah, she can get you 10 for 4 knuckles.
Excellent.
And yeah, there is a large banquet thrown in the king's honor. Tammy pulls herself together after she is full of cake and snuck a few shots of whiskey. And it's hard to be depressed when you're a Valabard and surrounded by a hall full of heroes and people with interesting stories and being waited on hand and foot. Plus, she's got a job to do. She'll compartmentalize this for later to properly handle, but right now, she gets out the emotional outburst of the revelation and
So this is why the dragon.
proceeds to go on with it.
This is why the dragon hold has so many depression perches. I get it now.
It's got to get it out.
She can use Tristan's favorite one.
Apparently, Tammy's going to be here for a long, long time, so she'll probably eventually get around to eternalizing it. But yeah, she is classically trained in this matter and handles it with aplomb until eventually, no more king. You can have Bob come out and reseed the ground and set it back to what it once was, and then this place will look like an empty holiday home. The caretaker is gone, you can go back and hide the evidence of that. Similarly with Druidcraft, get rid of all the burn marks and stuff.
Salvaging the fuck out of that for Mayrog upgrades.
Oh, yeah, sure. You can get...
Ooh.
Okay.
Good thing you got that fucking clockwork tool thing that gives you advantage, I think.
I clearly didn't
Did
fucking
not
need
need
it,
it.
but yes.
There you go. Those are your Harbinger parts.
Ooh, now that core seems like something Mayrog would be interested in.
She is a big fan of Earth. Does not know how that she would use it, and also does not know where she can get some fresh real lava from. But
Get the punchy clobs.
yeah, she is
Wait.
interested in getting some claw spikes.
Can I get one of those plates for my
Wait a
Masterwork
second.
shield?
Yeah, absolutely. You could. It just becomes a shield of fire or cold resist. They do not require attunement. They do not add a plus, but you know they are
If
magic
I
shields
already
regardless.
have
That's
a shield
fine.
of fire resist, could I take the fire resist plate and use it to +1 my shield?
No, no
Damn
pluses
it.
for shields.
Damn
We've
it.
already been told that.
Can I make it a shield of fire immunity?
But Hallie
No.
uses a shield.
Oh. Okay.
If you can make it a shield of fire immunity if you want it to be an attunement slot.
Okay.
Alright, Stray, do you want...
Okay.
I
Which one do you... Huh? Who else uses shields?
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was wondering why me and you were being interrupted. Does no one else use shields? Because
Chad, you do.
yeah, fucking everybody uses shields except for
Bob does. Bob does, but that's metal.
Yeah,
so-
this one's metal plate, so
Yeah.
that one disqualifies you.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of this party uses a shield.
what do you want
Or
to be
shields
more
of- Shield's not
resistant to?
poisonous.
I mean, it sounds like Savin's taking the fire one to get fire immunity.
Yeah. It'll take you a week to craft it into a proper fire
Ah,
immunity
okay,
shield, but that leaves a cold up for one of you two.
Go ahead, Ariel. It's fine.
No, go ahead and take it. They'll focus you
No,
more
stop it.
on healing.
I
You
would
get
I would say
buffed a
give
lot more.
resistance. I would say give resistances to the healer. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. As much as I want to get another resistance, it should go on the healer.
My first resistance. Everything else I have is immunity.
Yep. All right. Yeah, you can make a shield of cold resist. That will just be essentially a fixing plate to the barn door. Now it is so much more stronger.
I'm so glad I've just been carrying a barn door
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
me
Now
for-
it's a barn door with a magical plate that's just been nailed to it.
We got a barn door and a treasure chest lid.
Yep.
Alright,
Well,
guys.
that-
I have
Oh,
a
man, what
second
was-
attunement item now.
Hell yeah.
What's the word again? What was that fucker that nailed that shit to the door?
Martin
like,
Luther?
Martin
Luther?
Yeah, Martin Luther. You got the Martin Luther plate there. It's just
So let's see.
Now
Yeah,
you
you
can
guys
be
can
a
see-
Protestant.
The golden dragon horns could turn into a crown for Tammy.
Correct.
Yes.
I want to do something with my armor with this blood and some of these spines, these golden spurs.
Spiked armor is always
You know,
pretty
it's-
cool.
Yeah, you could just
Uh,
take enough spines and spurs to give yourself like the fucking thorn mail.
I have a question.
Oh, wait.
What about scales?
They are, Jesse will reveal, basically kind of worthless once she starts getting into the body of the king. Like, those
Really?
things have been pretty much, like, withered down. Like, they don't have any of their luster at all. Their
Oh.
only use would be a resale value, and she thinks that even that's a bit too mercenary.
So, Scal, I
Well,
have an idea, and you can tell me no this. With enough of the gold dragon parts, instead of this being an armor of like the giant, could it become a bulwark of the dragon?
I think no, it's already like just far too magical. You better off just making
Okay.
new armor, and it probably wouldn't be as good as the armor of the giant that you're wearing, which was made for
Okay.
that specific purpose. And
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because like if I could, yeah, it'd be nutty to go to 30 strength, but yeah, I can see why no.
it's too much.
Too much.
Also, I
Okay.
retract what I said earlier. I don't need more cacao to make chocolate milk. I forgot that I got the chalky door knockers.
You do.
I was mostly asking for the scales because Bob is still having the same fucking shitty ass wooden shield since session 1.
Again, I don't know. Like those scales are worse than a leather at this point. Like they are. She'll show you. Like they are thin and flimsy and weak. Like
And
they
maybe-
don't deflect blows.
Maybe Queenie has some shed.
Yes. In fact, wait, no. You asked for some off of
Yeah,
Queenie.
you was Queenie.
Yeah, Kina asked that and May took that stuff.
Oh, well, just ask for more. She'll grow more when it's next shedding season.
And Kina took that stuff like, oh, well, I can't really do shit with that, so.
It's a pity the bunny doesn't
yeah.
vibrate anymore. I could
I-
make chocolate milkshakes easier.
I mean, she can vibrate. She can just turn it
It's
on
just
and off
yeah,
at will.
it's just an on and off function.
Just have her grab your titty
Yeah.
and then turn the vibrate function on.
I always respect.
Faunra, we're making milkshakes.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
just
that
gonna
sounds nice.
say, I always respect the rule of dibs.
It's true. Dibs is powerful. But yeah, no, unfortunately, Jesse will like literally pull out a normal, like not even masterwork blade and gradually manages to push through the scale with it.
So, well, at least
Yeah,
was-
no, he was definitely sick. He would not have lasted if like a siege weapon hit him. It'd have punched clean through.
Yeah, it just looks at the burned, acid pocked, frost, necrotic, marked old shieldy here, so it needs a little bit of an upgrade.
You could just
I
buy a
suppose it's
new
still-
wooden shield, like a nice masterwork one made with some really good wood.
Get you a mahogany shield.
Get yes, rich mahogany.
Mahogany.
You're gonna walk around
Yes.
glistening like a fucking high-powered manager's desk.
I'm just gonna tell you that mahogany is stupidly fucking heavy, and I'm not that fucking strong.
Doesn't matter. It's glistening mahogany.
Yes,
just a
but
joke.
I will literally be over encumbered.
Doesn't matter, it's a shield. We don't care that much about what the
Yep.
shield does.
The masterworking doesn't fucking do anything anyway.
I mean, it's like unbreakable to like normal stuff or whatever.
Actually, what masterworking does is
We're
have
just
the weight
making jokes
requirement.
anyway.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There you go. You masterwork mahogany anyway. That's the only way you can do mahogany stuff.
Yep. Or ebony wood, which is also hard as fuck.
let's get Bob a big black shield.
Yep.
No, that ebony wood is one of the heaviest fucking woods in the world. Like, are you fucking insane?
No, I just think that an ebony shield would be dope. And it's not like you're a power noodle anymore. Like, you have
You
the
are a
baseline
robot.
strength to comfortably wield it. Your whole body is covered in magical plates that slow you down. Like, the shield is, like, insignificant as a weight to you. But yeah, you managed to complete your harvesting and said it's a long job. By the time you have like a fresh grave buried and covered up, and Tristan's had a chance to go and harvest the harbinger, it is a new day. It is still raining and has been since uncovering the Eternal King's deceased form. But this place is still, despite its damages, quite habitable. Like, there are probably not enough rooms for all of you, but the living space is large enough to accommodate everyone anyway. Even more so if Cassie and Tammy Golders
Yeah, we can set that up for the next day.
fit everybody in.
Yeah.
And yeah, I believe it is time It's been so long because even all those sessions ended with a fuck off instead that we go to experience.
Yeah.
Alright.
Shorty, but all right.
I'm hungry. I mean, it's just because it was
Is
a little
it?
bit of a later start. Well,
Oh,
it's a good 3-hour game-ish.
I was
Two
about
and a
to say,
half,
'cause-
barely.
Yeah, it came to 2.5, yeah.
I was about to say because
So-
it usually ends around 12:30 my time.
I think next session we're gonna have to go to King Seat basically to put Hammy on throne.
She refuses. She doesn't. She just
I
wants
think-
the secret to remain
I
tamed
think
until
what
you
we
get this
do-
last bit of armor blight.
Yeah, I think we do is go to the last armor light, get that, and then take all that back to
Is she
King
sure?
Look, she'll have to do it, but she doesn't want to do that in general, and she definitely doesn't want to do that at the expense of finishing off getting this. Like, the moment that Velt knows that there is no Eternal King on the throne and that he wasn't a threat, everything ramps up, and she's really trying to put that shit off.
Yeah, the moment
Yeah.
he finds out, it is all-out war.
Well, my concern is more like what's happening at the Capitol with nobody there.
That is also what I've been
'Cause-
thinking.
I mean,
of.
if I remember correctly, like, the king really didn't make any appearances, basically. He just sat in
He
his
did
tower.
not, but at the same time,
He didn't make
he'd made an
appearances,
appearance.
but he was still ruling.
Yeah, he was still in charge, and a lot of the council is dead after being hung from the rafters.
Yeah, like somebody
Yeah.
needs to go there and be in charge.
Yes. That
Okay,
is
we'll
true.
figure it out at some point, but I'm gonna keep putting that off for as long as I can get away with, because, well, yeah, King's Seat being a little bit hectic is better than the forces of darkness crashing over the land and sprouting up out of pockets of nowhere as evil resistances and stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, that book had an ominous mention of obelisks and shit, which I don't know what those are.
I get you.
Neither do
Still,
I.
the sooner we get there, the more comfortable I'll feel. We don't
guess
know
so.
for sure that the king actually got everyone who might wish the kingdom harm. Just everyone he was
fair.
pretty sure.
The Arm
Yeah.
of Light, and then King's Seat.
Yeah, with haste.
Alright. So, did you explore a new or interesting location for the first time?
Yeah.
Yep, King Rest. Discover new interesting truth about the land.
Yeah,
yeah, maybe.
a little
maybe.
bit.
New ally or a lasting enemy.
I don't
No.
think so.
No.
Advance or complete a quest.
The fucking funeral dirt to
Yeah.
the king.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
that fucking counts.
A threat far beyond expectations.
I don't think so.
No.
I think that was directly in our wheelhouse.
The part
Yes.
emotions.
Learn something new about a player character.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a
yeah.
bunch of new oaths were sworn to the new queen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that is true, actually. That is a pretty defining point for all of you. Plus, I wanted to score that in anyway, because you guys did a lot of RP over the course of
Mm-hmm.
the interim anyway.
Yep.
Change an ally, indeed, including, like, meeting people's new families for the first time. Like, those are pretty big changes.
Yeah.
I think
Those
we
are
get
just
allied
fun.
NPCs live by default.
Yeah, that's 5. Change an enemy's life for the worst? No. Did you
No,
score
okay.
an achievement? Yes, you have made it to phase 2 of the story, at last. What session number is that?
Hooray.
117.
Alright, it took 117 sessions to get out of chapter 1.
Oh boy,
Oh boy.
It's
All
a
right, we
good
got-
thing
it
it's
is-
an 8-chapter book.
Yep.
that sounds about
So
right.
that is 6 EXP.
All right, so that's 92. Bring
Yep.
me to.
492.
Don't worry, by the end of the next chapter, we might be almost to level 12.
Level 12. The
Yeah, so-
mythical, yet unseen level 12.
Yeah, Scout didn't tell you, but this is actually a level 20 campaign.
Yeah, I mean, at the current
That's
pacing,
real.
it fucking is.
It could be.
No.
It could be.
I wouldn't mind. I like this campaign a lot.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no,
I do
no.
too.
I like the campaign a lot too.
I just don't want to
what
play
if
level
we just
20.
No,
kept
level
that at
We
12?
could just,
Yeah,
cap
we could just
before
stay at
that.
level 12. We're already
Or
we're already
13, really.
making some
I think we-
strugglies.
Yeah, I think we actually did
decided on
agree. It was
13.
going to be 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after 13, like every so often with the experience points, we just get like a feat or something. Do what Savin did.
Yeah, it was side level.
Could do.
Anyway, if you're watching on the stream, Thanks for tuning in. We will see you ostensibly, maybe possibly, later tonight from Hammer. Till then, adios and do take care.